CMPRadio.net, man. You already know it's your boy, Uncle P. That's crazy. So, CMPRadio.net turned 8 years old September 2nd. 8 years of cultivating mature positivity, 8 years of being a platform for our community, 8 years of talking about the things that we need to change, the things that we want to change, the things that we can do better, the things that we need to do better, the things that we want to learn how to do better, right? But before the radio station was started, I was on a podcast, Revolutionary Minds. Right, that was the very first podcast. That was the dream, right? The podcast would turn into the station, and I was new to everything. On this podcast, the first, because there were two different teams on the podcast. The first team was me, Jazz, Rome, Fatima, and Brianna, right? And Fatima and Brianna had their own show. I'm sorry. I really, they can hold me over a coal. They can beat me with a stick. My brain is gone. I don't remember the name of that podcast, but they had their own podcast and then Revolutionary Mind. So it was a 2-hour situation where we spent an hour just changing things and talking about what needed to change in our community. And then they spent an hour talking about, how females viewed things. It wasn't supposed to be a man versus a woman situation, but that's kind of what it turned into, right? So when people show you that not that they don't have it, but that they don't want to do it, right? So very, very soon after taking pictures and doing all that stuff, I was up there by myself for a couple weeks. And then Chucky Johnson, man. Chucky Johnson, God rest his soul, brother. I miss you. He hit me up and he was like, "Yo, P, I want you. I like your podcast. What you think? Can I do that joint with you?" I was like, "Absolutely. Like, all you gotta do is show effort, bro." Like, and he said, "Well, where you at?" I said, "I'm in Philly." He's like, "No, you're not. Where at?" And I was right around the corner from where he was staying, right? Literally right around the corner from where he was staying. And then we brought on Billy Rick, man, my main man, bro. Like, and me and Billy Rick go back. We're gonna talk a little bit about that, right? Because today we're talking about bridging the gap. This is Revolutionary Minds, and as my co-host Billy Rick, bro, how you feeling, man? No, I'm not gonna call him co-host. He's the host, bro. He's the host. I'm the other host. That's how we gonna do this. How you feeling, good brother?
I feel good like Sideshow Bob.
I'm man, like 8 years, 9 years. What? Remember when I
Chief, that first phone call?
Yeah. It's listen, when you have a dream, right? And my dream, it wasn't to get rich doing this. It wasn't to make a bunch of money. It was to learn how to do it so I can give it to others, right? Before I started the radio station, I had a landlord who owned the property. Now, you know how I feel. You might not know how I feel about Section 8, but I don't like Section 8, right? And the reason I don't like Section 8 is because they don't want the man to be in the house to build. Right. How is a woman supposed to build for her family on her own, right? So during this time, I was on Section 8. I admit it, I fucked up. I did some things that I shouldn't have done, which led to her feeling like she needed Section 8. So she got on Section 8, had this landlord, and like I said, he tried to get me to pay him for being there, right? I agreed to it at first because I didn't want to argue with the bull, but after I thought about it and the things that he was saying and the way that he was going about it just rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't like it, so I stopped paying him, right? And I moved out. Then I remember what he said, right? He was like, this African, he told me this story about this African proverb where a brother could go fish, right? He can go out and fish. And he didn't teach anybody how to fish. He just went out and fished. He came back and all the women came to him because he had the fish, he had the food, the women cleaned the fish. So all the women were not subservient, but they liked getting the fish from him to clean the fish to feed the village, right? So he didn't teach anybody how to fish. He just kept going out. Because he liked the fact that the women would come to him, come rushing to him. It was brothers on the other side, like, yo, man, show me how to fish. Like, how are you catching these fish? Like, he was like, nah, man, I got it. Don't worry about it. So one day he goes out and he doesn't come back. He died out there catching fish. So he doesn't come back. So now the village doesn't have fish. The village next to him was a hunter's village. They didn't fish. They went hunting. So naturally, that village went to the other village. The women went to that other village, and the men then die off, then the men fight, and then whatever happens. So in that story, you learn that you should always teach someone, because you never know when God's going to pull you away. You never know when life's going to pull you away. So you should always give energy to people in your vicinity. You feel me? And I took a lot from that, right? But I also took a lot from how he was behaving and how I was like, damn, bro, like you got a lot of good things, but like why you gotta act like that?
You wanted to be the man.
Why? Why do people feel that way? Why do we feel as though we have to hold people down in order for us to have our comeuppance? When you're already up, You own properties. You're already up. You got cars. You're already up. You got a wife. You got a chick. But you just want to hold someone down because that makes you feel better about yourself.
Do you think it comes from the lack of not having?
I think it comes from a lack of having.
What if you never had it, then you get it?
He had it though. Mom and dad, you feel me? Like he had it. Like I never understood that. I think it just comes from being small-minded and not seeing the bigger picture. Like you can have all the intelligence in the world. You can listen to all the poetic things that moved us forward. You can have something to say about everything, but not care about your people in the same breath. Right. And that's crazy to me, right?
It happens.
And that's why I said, all right, I want to get on the radio, bro, but I don't want to get on the radio. Would I love to make money? Absolutely. I'm not saying I don't want to make money. Right. What I'm saying is that's not my ultimate goal, right? My goal is to be able to give this energy to the children, to share it with them so they understand that communication changes everything. Now in the city of Chester, we have tons of people telling the news. I don't have to be out there doing all that stuff because other people are doing it, right? I know when to let go. You feel me? Yes, sir. It's not my lane. You feel me? Like, that's not my lane.
Information getting passed.
Information is getting passed. We got Jameer, we got Dakeem, you feel me? Like, even here at the radio station, we have people that are coming up, right? To say what they want to say and to give information the way they want to give it, right? So it's kind of like what the topic is about, bridging the gap, right? You know, I wanted people to be able to come across and give information correctly. You feel me? Now, what sort of information you give is on you. You feel me? You can give sports information, you can give gossip information, you can give news information, you can give information about relationships. However you digest the information is strictly on you, right?
Indeed.
Right. So I just wanted people to know that, right? So Revolutionary Minds is back, man. We will be going live every Saturday, huh?
Yeah.
Saturday 10 to 12, whether you're at the football game. So honestly, I would love to go to the football game and record the football game, but it just doesn't add up for me to take all my equipment out there. I'll be out there for homecoming. You feel me? And we'll do what we do for homecoming, but constantly taking all my equipment out there, right? It has to be a monetary. You got to give me something for me giving you something, right?
You're actually lugging a lot of stuff out there.
Bro. Not just taking my phone. I got to bring a tent to protect the equipment from the sun. And just in case it rain, I don't want anything getting damaged. I got stuff I got to bring out there. So, like let's work. Let's work together. Again, don't have me working for free. Pay me. No. No, they don't want to pay me.
That only makes sense to pay you.
Yeah, I guess
don't make sense to pay you.
I guess that's how they feel, man. How you feeling, Billy Rick, man? What's going on? What's up with you, man?
But you know, we talk on a regular, so
Right.
it's never going to change.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on top of the soil, so I'm always in great spirit.
Yes.
I mean, even when I'm bad, I'm good.
Why even when you're bad, you're good? Explain that.
Reason why I say even when I'm bad, I'm good, because if I wasn't here, I wouldn't be able to express any type of feeling or emotion in a dead state. You know what I mean? Plus, like, if you don't know me, I had all that taken away from me before.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I had to learn how to walk and talk. So I'm like, yo, this stuff is crazy. I was just here 2 months ago. Now I can't do it. And then regain it back. So I basically like cherish every second. Like literally. Like every second is cherished. Whether I'm in a good state or a bad state. I choose to always say good state because it keeps the bad away. Most people don't like positive.
I'm not gonna say they don't like positive. It's just that the negative is more attracting. You feel me? Like when you ride down the highway and you see an accident, everybody's rubbernecking to the other side. No matter what side of it, it's a delay. It's more of a delay on the side with no accident, than the one with an accident. And it's like, yo, just keep moving. But everybody wants to see that, right? And not too many people show up for the positive. People ask me all the time. It's like, P, man, how you got 33,000 people on Facebook that follow you? You understand what I'm saying? And you really don't got no traction. Because I push positivity. I don't push the negative. I don't have a problem with anybody that does. Like,
why though? Like,
why what?
Why are our brains more geared to negativity than
It's
positive?
dopamine. I think it's seeing somebody go through something that you're not experiencing and having an energy about that. Like, wow, that's crazy, right?
But you more now. I'm speaking on like the adults of the world.
Right.
You more geared to the negative aspects of life, but you want to teach your child to do better.
I think when you want to teach your child to do better, you're not really geared on the negative aspects of life. I think when we think about the people that are geared on the negative aspects of life, though, you look at their kids and then you understand why. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so
but
they don't want their kids to do better than
the
them.
weight of everything. Like, you know how I think.
Right.
So you know I'm like, if I'm more geared to negative, so more negative gonna come my way.
Absolutely.
But in the morning, I want to tell my child, like, yo, have the best day you can have, be good.
That's hard to do if you're negative, bro.
My point is that.
Right. And I'm not, listen, I don't knock anybody. Understand this. I'm not judging anybody because I hate when we judge because it's not for us to judge. It's for God to judge. But seeing what happens in our community when we don't push positivity, when positivity isn't pushed, when people don't know there's another option, right? I started the radio station to give people another option, bro. Right? Instead of talking about things in the barbershop, instead of talking about things in the hair salon, instead of talking about things at your girlfriend's house, instead of talking about things at your boy at your homie's crib, you feel me? Like, let's talk about things on the radio. Let's get our community active that way. Right. And has it changed? Absolutely. Has it helped? I think it has. Right. But I can't accept all the credit because I didn't do it by myself. Right. The different podcasts that came through here, the different people, and we've had hundreds of podcasts over the last 8 years, bro. Hundreds of podcasts have come through.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, bro. That's a lot. A ton of people have come through the radio station, right, to help. Right, whether they came through to help themselves, whether they came through to help me, whether they came through to help someone else, whether they came through just to come, you feel me? They came through the radio station and the message got out and it got out to the masses and it has reached people. Now, people don't even have to like the page. They don't have to like the page. They don't have to jump onto the live. They can just sit because Facebook gives you that option. That's why Facebook gives you that option, not to go in, not to go into the live stream, but to watch the live stream from outside. You feel me?
Truthfully, like you said.
Right.
If it's an accident on southbound,
right,
the people on northbound gonna be congested.
Yes.
So they too nosy.
Too nosy. Can't miss it. But he ain't really talking about nothing that's going. He ain't talking about nobody crazy. He not beating nobody down.
But curiosity make him go. Let me go check it out for like 2-3 minutes. You know what I mean? I
would love for Facebook to do that. Let me know who was outside the room. I know who was in the room, but also let me know who was outside the room because they can monitor that.
That's why I like TikTok.
Wow.
Hey, TikTok, you can't touch nobody's profile without them letting you know.
Okay.
You know who views your profile.
So maybe we start going live on TikTok. Maybe we start doing that.
I got that option though.
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I got that option.
That's dope.
You gotta earn that option on TikTok.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I really
just go live.
Oh.
But I got that option.
Oh.
So that's what you want to do.
Yeah. I think I got that option too. Don't be doing that. Like.
But then they going chicken hawk. They gonna run that. They gonna know how I was looking.
But that's what happens, bro. Like today we're talking about bridging the gap, right? Why are the black men of this community trying to reach our children? What stories are we trying to teach them, right? You can only tell the story of your life, right? I can't tell the story of your life. I've never been shot before.
Right.
You feel me? I can't tell the story of Gio's life. You feel me? I can't tell the story of Kenny's life. The only story I can tell is mine. And mine really ain't that bad. You feel me? When I really think about it. And I had to really think about this, right? Because so my therapist, along with another therapist that I talked to last week, you know, they kind of diagnosed me with depression. And I talked about this. I made my video this morning. I haven't released it yet. I'll release it when I'm done with the podcast. But depression is real. Then I thought about it. Everybody deals with depression. There ain't a person alive on this planet that has never dealt with depression. You lost a job, you lost finances, even the richest person deals with depression because they say money can't buy happiness, right? You need to already have it, right? Because then if you got money, then the people are only around you for the money, right? They only staying around you because of what you can give them, right? They're not
personal gain.
They're not around you for you, right? So then you get to questioning that. You feel me? So everybody has depression, some sense, form, fashion of it. It can be big, it can be small, but how you address depression, I think, helps you deal with life, right? If you're willing to go into the room with depression and battle with depression, you'll make it out. But if you're going to keep shutting the door and running from it, guess what? That depression gets bigger inside of that room.
And you fall, you find yourself doing stuff you never thought you would be doing. Shit. Man, I got a story about depression.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to get into that, man.
I got a story about depression.
Because this is what Revolutionary Mindz is about. Revolutionary Mindz is about talking to our community and trying to get our community to continue to shift, right? Where I'm not knocking anything. I see Maserati Rand put a post up the other day when he was talking about the community changing, right? And who deserves the credit, right? And I said, I agree with you 150,000%, right? We've had programs in the city. Right. We've had programs, and even when I was doing the job, even when I was working CPSN and out there in the community, you feel me? I tell them all the time, nah, it's because of y'all. It's because of y'all that we don't have no crime. It's because of y'all that nobody's getting shot.
You gotta accept it. If they don't accept it, your program don't work. You dig what I'm saying? They gotta be receptive to your program.
They got to be receptive, right? Receptive to your program and understand what are you trying to do? What are you trying to give? Listen, major shout out to Corey Long, to Gio, you feel me? G-Code for everything that they're doing in the community, right? This is what we need, right? We need men standing in the front of our community to protect it, right? This is what happened, right? Before everything that happened to us. And we can talk about the white and the black. They got a 400-year head start on us.
It ain't even about that no more.
but it's hard to overcome a 400-year head start, right? You get started in equal territory. You can't call it equal if you have 400 years to amass money to build corporations. Go ahead. And every time we tried to build something, it either got burned down, flooded.
You just not put the puzzle. Like, you putting the puzzle together for me, but you don't know it yet. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you really putting the puzzle together, like by saying what you just said.
Right.
Like, that's what the rabbit hole about.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, we gonna go on the rabbit hole with Billy Rick. We gonna let Billy Rick do his thing, man.
Rabbit hole about, man.
But let's get back to the program. So the programs, why are they important? Right? They're important because they're giving our children another option. Right? Making a change group, everything that Corey Long has been doing for the last 20 years, bro. 20 years he's been grinding this out, right? Shout out to Safe Corridors as well, right? Shout out to Raheem and Safe Corridors and everything that he's doing to keep the kids safe, to get the kids, because seeing that people care about you allows you to care about yourself. Seeing that people care about you allows you to care about yourself. It's just that simple. You really don't have to go too much deeper than that. Seeing that people care about you, people talking to you, people communicating with you, people coming up to you, ask you how your day was. The men that were in the school, from George to rest in peace to Josh to Amino Guns to C's.
Not just showing you, but they showing up for you.
Showing up for you, bro. Talking to you.
Like,
why is that important? Well, because we really didn't have that when we were coming up, right? The parents were there. I'm not saying the parents weren't there. I'm not blaming the parents. I'm blaming the people that were a couple years older than us.
But it's different.
Right?
It's different because they bring it to you. We had to go to it.
Right.
Like they go, like, from my knowledge, like people get certain kids that they gotta go to their houses and go to the schools.
Right.
Like, that's different.
Right.
Like, you engage in my life now.
Right.
Like, I can't even.
I'm invested.
I can't lie to you because you right here with me.
Absolutely.
Like, I can lie to you if I gotta come to you.
Right. But if you in my space,
yeah.
no.
Like,
Oh, listen, when I'm done with this, I'm going to call my young boy. You feel me? Not my son, but I'm going to call my young boy and see what's up with him, right? Trying to get him back in school, right?
It's like, I don't smoke weed, Mr. Pierre. Where you at? I'm pulling up on you.
Right. Oh, whoa. Yo, I had a dream, bro, that I was in the car smoking weed, and I got out the car, and I ran into a brother, a Muslim brother, and he was like, bro, you can't come here smelling like that and doing that stuff. Like, what's wrong with you? You feel me? Like, I don't know what that was about, but I've been having a lot of dreams lately. Ever since I hooked up with the babe, and you got me to do the water cleanse and all that good stuff. You feel me? Like, you know, I guess my
You gotta
my lanes are opening up.
you gotta put your pieces together, right? Because from my understanding, sometimes it be about something later on down the line.
Right.
It don't be what it don't have nothing.
What you dealing with right now?
Right now, because like if you know yourself, like you can see the future.
Oh, so I was really contemplating whether I was going to go back to smoking weed, right? Because I said when I smoke weed, I was funnier.
Nah,
you feel me?
It's crazy because I ain't smoked weed in 3 years,
right?
And I have more fun now.
Yeah, I do too. Like, I'm saying I was funnier, meaning I allowed comedy to come to me easier when I was smoking. Like, literally, I used to make up songs. You feel me? Like, you know, like, yeah, just tripping. You feel me? And my man, Muhammad, we were talking. We haven't talked in a minute, but he was telling me, he was like, man, you always talked about doing this, bro. So this is not something new. Like, this is not me trying to get into a lane that I wasn't already trying to find myself in. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is who I was. You feel me? Even motivating. Young boys up. I never let nobody ride with me and hustle with me, bro. That was my destiny. That's where I was going. I don't want you to ride with me. Now, it was different things for different folks when we were first coming up, but as I got older, you feel me? I never allowed people to. I never gave nobody no pack. I never gave nobody nothing. If I did, I said, man, you don't want to be like me. So shout out to the brothers, the young boys up on 21st Street, bro. I used to call them losers all the time. I said, why y'all following after me? Why? You know what's on this side? Go get a job. I knew where it was, honestly. I was suicidal, bro. Like, I was suicidal. I was mad. I was frustrated, bro. I really was, because I was out there playing with dumb shit, unnecessary shit. Let's go back. When we first met, explain how we first met, Billy Rick.
Oh, man. Chester High, second floor. I've been in the corner. Somebody poking you for your beeper. I gripped them up, took the beeper, gave you your beeper back. I'm like, yo, if I ever mess with you again, holler at me.
Right.
You're like, oh, never knew you though.
Didn't know me from a can of paint.
I didn't know your name,
right,
bro.
Right.
I ain't even know your name.
Right.
I just seen a situation I wasn't comfortable with. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. He bother you again, holler at me. You're like, good looking.
Right. Good looking. Right. Nervous. Completely nervous.
Like,
scared.
Like, I ain't even know what just happened.
Bro, like.
Look, be honest, I'm like, you look like the boy off Lean On Me.
Right.
When they're like, Mr. Clark, some kids beating up Karen.
Right.
But yeah, that's how we met, though.
That's how we met, bro.
And we've been like
close
ever since then.
Ever since, bro. So, in the years to come after that, I kind of developed an attitude of protecting myself, right? Never really wanted to fight black people, right? Because what's the purpose of us fighting each other when we're all under the same thumb of oppression, right? It doesn't make sense to me, right? But I had to learn how to do that, right? Because I had to do that. Chester High wasn't a place where a person could be all fancy free and just walk through and have a good day, right? You had to deal with kids that were not being loved on correctly, that were not being told that love was in abundance, that weren't eating breakfast in the morning. My grandma used to wake up in the morning and make me breakfast every fucking morning, bro. Like, every morning. And I thought about this the other day. Like, where was I, and why was I so ready to be in the street, right? Knowing that, honestly, I didn't know anything about the street. You feel me? Like, how many people were standing around me trying to take my pager?
I think it was 4 of them.
4 of them. 4 on 1. 4 on 1.
But see, me, I look at, like, the odds. Like, bro, you lived on Jeffrey Street.
Right.
Like, then you lived on Jeffrey Street when it was popping. Like, bro, they hustled off your step.
Now, my grandma's step, we took it down the street. My grandma didn't play that. I lived on third and Jeffrey, but I hung down on 2nd and Jeffrey.
So you coming out the house constantly seeing people dress fly, chains, cars, banging systems. Like, that plays in your mind even when you ain't even thinking about it.
It definitely does.
You understand? Your subconscious lock information in. You don't even know you even worried about it until one day you like, I'm a drug dealer.
I was working at First Union Bank through the STEP program. Got a job, got an interview. Had an interview up in Philly. First Union Bank. Walked in there. I had a suit on. Walked in there and talked to him. Gave me a job. I was a bank teller. 12th grade. I was a bank teller. I remember getting off the bus. I didn't have no real plans on going to college, right? But, you know, if I would go, I went. But I got off the bus, just got my check, $634. I walk up to my cousin, I'm like, yeah, I just got paid. I got it. Nigga pulled out a knot like this. I said, yeah, I got paid too. And from that moment, was all about money for me, right? How I get in? Here, take my 6, take the money I just worked for, and give me what I need to make money. And I started there. You feel me? Guns were my thing, because with a gun, ain't nobody trying to fuck with you, bro.
Nah, not back then.
You feel me? So then I bought a gun.
Not back then.
And I had a gun. And I didn't have a problem with bucking that joint in the air and letting you know, listen, don't play with me, bro, because I might.
See, it worked back then.
It worked. It don't work now.
No.
It don't work now. But things that I've learned, man, after hustling. What's up, Marv? How you feeling, good brother? Life, bro. Your choices mean a lot. What you choose to indulge in. See, Marvin Payne knows the nerd P. That's why this show is great. You feel me?
Yes,
Because
sir. Yes, sir.
you met me in the beginning, didn't really know me. Marvin Payne met me in the beginning as well, and he knew the nerd P. He knew the one that wanted to know, the one that wanted to do the research, the one that wanted to do the work, right? You, through the years, have known the other side of P, right? The motherfucker ain't give a fuck.
I caught you in your threshold.
Right.
You was making your change.
Yep.
You was making your switch over.
Yep.
But yeah, man.
How difficult is it for young people today to understand who they are if we don't tell them who we were?
And all right. Ooh.
Go ahead.
See, I work with a lot of young boys.
Right.
And I consider that like a blessing in disguise.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
because you hit them where they at.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, I always like big up them because of their age. Like, it's like 20 to 26, I want to say.
Right.
That's their age group.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, I would have never thought about
Working here.
working in no factory at 20 or 26. Like, I salute y'all. You know what I mean? Like, that's major to me.
Yes, it is.
I'm like, y'all way in front of that.
Way in front of me.
8 ball. Like, 10 years from now, y'all gonna be up.
Up. They don't see it.
I'm letting them know, though.
Right. You got to. Because you went through it.
You see what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I really commend you. And not only that, they fathers.
Mm-hmm.
A few of them got custody. I said, y'all doing the thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, keep doing what y'all
Keep
doing.
doing what
man.
you're doing, bro. It only gets better, bro.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, the more positive you have in your life, it's a calling card to more positivity.
Yeah.
It's a calling card to more activation
Yeah.
in positive. When negative comes and you keep it going and you keep it, more negative comes to you. You feel me? Like, it's crazy. In the streets, it was always like, yo, what are you doing? So right after graduating high school, you know, we used to ride up Philly, do our little dumb stuff up there, right? I got locked up. First charge, up Philly, gun charge, 2 years probation. Then I come back here, still a gun. It was all about guns for me at that time. You feel me? 2 years probation. Then I get cell charges. And I go to jail. And I come home. Before I went to jail, you know, my uncle, he was a lawyer in the city, and he said, listen, don't get caught with another gun. I was like, what you mean? He's like, if you get caught with another gun, you're done. You feel me? So watch it. So I had the choice whether I was going to continue to be out here in the street with a gun or without a gun. Did I want to go to the feds? No. Did I want to go upstate? No. Did I want to die? Yeah, I did. So guess what I did? I put the guns down. For 17 years, I sold drugs in the city of Chester with no gun. I went to places that people wouldn't even walk in without a knife with no gun. And I just think about all of the times I was blessed. Bullet just missing my head when we were up there doing dumb stuff. walking out of a house and somebody just walking in through the front door. You know what I'm saying? Like, people picking me up because people looking for somebody and somebody, yo, you need a ride? Absolutely. Yo, where did you come from? Like, oh, I'm not going to tell you, but thank you. I needed this joint. God placed me and put me in situations so I can be here today. Now, am I supposed to be highlighting what I did wrong? No, I don't highlight what I did wrong. You don't want what I did wrong. You want to be able to do what I'm doing now, believing in yourself. So my son, 18 years old, graduated high school, and I asked him what he wanted to do. And he said he doesn't want to go to school. He doesn't want to do a real school. He want to do a trade. So what kind of trade are you looking for? Because there's tons of trades out here. You can build a house. You feel me? Like, you can do plumbing. You feel me? Electricity. You feel me? Carpentry. You feel me? You can work for the local union, 413. I think I've done enough in the community where, you know, I could place my son anywhere. You feel me? And there's somebody that knows me that's going to look out for him. He said he was interested in planes. I was like, I don't know nobody on that side, right? But I did. You feel me? Like, and it's just crazy the relationships that this radio station has allowed me to build with different people. So he goes up Philly, Northeast Philly. He's going to school to be an aviation mechanic, right? And then I run into a good brother who works at Boeing. Now, this brother works at Boeing. I tell my son, get with him. Then I find out that it's a brother that's in my lodge. You feel me? That just graduated from AIM. You feel me? Like, he hit me up and I was like, yo, he actually called my son out of class the other day. He thought he was in trouble. He thought he did something. I was like, why would you be scared? He was like, Dad, they came to the class. They called me by my name and told me, come here. You feel me? He said, I thought maybe. I said, well, why would you think you did something? Yeah, like what could you? But he said, I was a little nervous. I wasn't super nervous. Like, what did I do? Like, and then he met and the brother talked to him and said, anything you need, right? And that to me is what I was missing when I was younger. You feel me? And it wasn't because people didn't want to help. They remember my father and they thought, oh, he's good already. I was 12 years old when my dad died. At least walk me to the gate, bro. You can't drop me off 50 miles from the gate. At least get me to the gate. And it just for me, it's like, damn, I'm so glad, right, that I have good brothers around me, right? When y'all saw this at King of Pressure. When y'all were up at King of Pressure and you saw him. You feel me? Like, you was like, damn, that's your son? Yo, I remember when you was a young buck. I remember you was hanging with your dad. He was always with me because I wanted him to meet the people that were around me. Same thing when I was hustling. It was the same way. I wanted him to meet the people, and then it was like, no, I don't really. Everybody giving him dollars. He go in the house. He got his little knot. You feel me? Like,
even got nasty dad.
So it's like when you think about what you're giving your children, what you're telling your children, how you're helping your children, right? What are the good things that you're putting on their plate? Are you putting good food on their plate, or are you just putting McDonald's on the plate?
Like, truthfully, sometimes you don't even give them what you receive. A lot of people don't make that crossover, P. That inner strength, or reconstructing who they was, or rebuilding their mind from their childhood trauma. You feel me? Some people gotta give them McDonald's. They can't give them nothing good from the garden because they ain't eating from the garden. Like, raising my son, right? I was like, listen, you don't know if, like you said, your grandma made you breakfast, right? Right, P?
Yes, sir. Every morning.
Said your grandma made you breakfast. I told my son, you don't know if they had now leaders for breakfast.
If they had anything.
Like, so you can't judge somebody how they act because you getting treated this way. They might not even be getting love at home. They probably just an extra check for extra food stamps.
So you know why those 4 individuals tried to come up to me and take my pager?
No.
So my grandma dropped me off to school in the morning.
Right.
She dropped me off every morning. And every morning she would yell out the car window, I love you. It started the second week of school, these kids would see, I love you too, Grandma. You feel me? And I would keep walking, right? And they saw this. And I don't know if they were upset that, you know, their grandma didn't tell them that she
Or their
loved
mom.
or their mom, or they didn't have love. I had love in abundant ways. You understand what I'm saying? From the women in my family, right? They loved me. Like loved me. And that, I don't think they ever saw that, right? Then I had everything. My glasses, my clothes, you feel me? The money in my pocket, you feel me? I didn't have to hustle, bro. And I thought about this the other day. Why did I do it? I was trying to get more. You know what I'm saying? I wanted more. I wanted it now. I wanted to have money. I wanted guns. I wanted to terrorize people, bro. Like literally, like. And I think about that, and I was like, yo, that negativity, that disdain that I had for people from Chester, bro. Yeah, because I was mad, bro. Like,
we get programmed and don't know we getting programmed. Like we download information. We computers.
right.
We download information, man, and then we apply that information
Right.
that we download. Like I said, you lived on Jeffrey Street, bro.
Right. Garbage in, garbage out.
That was a lot of activity on Jeffrey Street.
Yeah, it was. And it was crazy. They didn't even let me hustle.
Come on, man.
They didn't even, they no, go to school. Wear your report. Because they knew my father. They remember my father. So, nah, you ain't allowed to hustle. Nah, P, you ain't allowed to be out here. Nah, P, you ain't allowed to be out here. Nah, P, you ain't allowed to be out here until I had my own money to buy my own. I'm out here anyway. So like, all right. Nobody ever taught me how to hustle. Nobody ever showed me how to put cocaine. Why? Cocaine in the bag. Nobody ever told me how to put weed in the bag. I had to learn all that stuff by myself, wasting shit, throwing shit away. I remember when I tried to re-rock. I'm talking about, man, messed up a whole ounce, bro. I had to pay for that. You feel me? So it was like, damn, y'all literally took advantage of a kid that shouldn't have even been in that life.
But
Brought him into that life and took advantage of the fact that he had resources.
Follow the history or history, right?
Right.
Then we missing a lot of people from professional sports because of drug dealing.
Absolutely.
We missing a whole lot of stars because of drug dealing.
We missing a whole lot of like people that can help, people that can, doctors, lawyers, accountants, all types of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Behind drug dealing.
Right. But it was put into our community to do exactly what it did.
And that's what I'm saying. Like we fall to a program. Like it's like we don't know. Like people just like, all right, they don't even know the music hypnotizes. If you peep, the hook is in threes. You say the hook 3 times, now you hook. Now it's catchy.
Gotcha.
Like, oh.
Gotcha.
Now you living out the hook.
Right.
You're like, oh, why I just do that? You don't even peep, you hooked.
Hypnotize. Got to define the characteristics of good food for the people to understand. So good food, when we break down good food and bad food, what are you feeding your children, right? So if you're feeding them broccoli, Brussels sprouts, you feel me, greens, you feel me, you're giving them hope. Living food, things that allow them to grow. So the characteristics of good food is hope, love, desire, progress, encouragement, character, right? Yeah. Those are the things that you should be feeding your children, right? Imagination is that thing, right? That thing, the imagination right there, because kids have imagination when they're younger. I'm watching my 4-year-old daughter sit here and play with her dolls like they real people. You feel me? And having conversations. Oh no, don't do that. Like having conversations, and I'm like, damn, like now when kids they're so older than they were when we were that age. Like 9 years old, we were still babies. You feel me? Like now a 9-year-old can get up and make itself breakfast and keep it moving and go outside and go to the A plus and try to pump gas like he got a job, bro.
Built different though.
No, it's not because they're built different. It's because of the things around them. So they have no other choice but to be different, right? They had to grow up a lot faster.
Built different.
Out of those traits, which ones are vital for their development? All of it, Marv, all of it. I think all of our characters are built up from our parents, right? What are learned behaviors? What are the things that you've learned as a child, right? For me, love was a big thing. You feel me? Honesty, but I ran from honesty because I wanted to be cool. Integrity, right? What you do when no one's watching, right? I always used to give, bro. I ain't never have a problem with giving, bro. If I had it in my pocket, you had it too. Take my friends to the mall. If I buy a shirt, you got a shirt. If I buy a pair of sneakers, if I got it, you got a pair of sneakers. I remember doing that shit my whole life. I remember being in Catholic school and having money in my pocket to get pretzels and bought the whole class pretzels and chocolate milks every day, bro. Every day, no problem. You feel me? To the point where the teachers called me out and called my mom. It's like, why you got all this money in school? She was like, that's his money. Like, he works. He goes out. He does things in the community, and people pay him, and that's how he wanted to spend his money. I didn't want anything else. I didn't need fancy sneakers. I didn't need all that stuff. My mom provided everything for me, so I'm going to school. I'm sharing. You feel me? That's when they thought I was going to be a pastor, a preacher, because you're always giving. Even the homeless people on the street, we would be up Philly or something like that, and then be out there, and I'm like, Mom, can I? Yeah, I would go and give them a $20 bill.
Why you got to be a pastor to do that, though?
I'm just saying that at that time, right? Those are the types of people that gave, right? You know, because when you think about the black church and the black community was the place, bro. You didn't go too many other places for anything. To find information, to find out how you can help, it was located in a black church. That's why Bush, the FBI, that faith-based initiative kind of wiped out the black church. You feel me? Like, that's what they want. They realized the power.
The resources
right.
from it.
Yeah, take the resources from the church and then take the women out of the families. And now, look, we stuck. We sitting here fighting each other. And they gearing up to take things back over and take us back to make America great again.
So, right, with that being said, right?
Go ahead.
How many people you think actually lock into their own understanding of what's going on around them and actually don't even care for real?
I really don't. I don't know. I would like to know.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't know. I would like to.
It's like, how can you not know it's a better way? Well, you do know it's a better way, but you don't act or respond to the better way.
Yeah.
Like you just prefer to be like, it is what it is.
Put you right on the spot. You ain't gonna pop in here.
We got good brother Marvin walking in.
Hey, people, how y'all doing?
He ain't bring no celery sticks, man.
Nah. What's going on, good brother?
What's up with you, my guy?
Always good, man. Hey, everybody. Sorry to be photobombing the show. I'm just here to show my good brothers here, P.
It's
my
cool.
Good man, Bill. Revolutionary Minds in the building.
Let's go,
Just to get a
man.
little background on me real quick, I'm going to be the voice here. The voice is the man that got all the reasoning and kind of stay on that neutral line. I mean, I need y'all to be very unbiased. Share your opinions. If you want somebody to keep it real, that's what the voice going to represent. Sometimes you're going to hear just the voice. I might not be present. Understand that everything I stand for, the two other good brothers in here, that we stand on it as well. So I'm here to support the show. I want to get good, stimulating conversations. And here, without further ado, let's rock out.
Let's rock out, man. We are here, man. Billy Rick.
Yo, the energy just went to the fucking roof.
And that's
Thank you. I feel it. This is what we do.
That's what it's supposed to be
Can I just
about.
interrupt one more time?
Go ahead, man. Please interrupt. It's been a while. Hold on.
I can tell it's been 6 years since I've been on this
6
platform.
years, bro.
And just to give a little bit of background with that, good brother talk. I'm
right.
good brother Mario. But
Right.
here we going. The king going to change the name here. He's going to call me Good Brother The Voice.
Good brother, the voice.
That's it. Good Brother The Voice or The Voice.
The
there
voice. There you
We're
go.
going to keep it real simple.
Yeah, because I'm tired of people calling me the voice.
I know my man gave my flowers coming into the show.
Yeah.
I just want to give him right back to the 2 men in the room because it's never about me. It's never about me, people. I like to share the sugar, and pretty much Revolutionary Minds is something that I'm always about the revolution. So fall in line with the core values, also fall in line with the topic so far we're talking about today.
Yes, sir.
You can't talk about if you ain't lived it.
Hmm.
That's the first thing, but you can't gift it. Let me repeat that. You can't gift it unless you have it right in front of you.
Right.
And we're going to say something like Santa Claus. Everybody anticipate Santa Claus coming. We all fall in line and do the right thing.
Yes, we do.
People start to work hard, right?
Right.
You feel me? Broke man, broke woman come up with all the money. We know how to hustle. We start to talk about those traits, those characteristics that are essential to those core values that we are trying to instill in today. That's missing. The biggest struggle that I see, and I'm on the education side, people, is that there's nobody modeling that on a 25/8 basis. And when I say 25/8, forget 24/7. This thing goes subconsciously, even when you're sleeping, even when you're dreaming. You gotta wake up enlightened, right, Bill?
You already know.
You gotta wake up ready. That's that good food.
I just told you the energy.
That good food is that experience. Now I want to bomb the show. This is why I want to play a secondary role, because at the end of the day, we here. No, you're the key word. First time we met, I didn't say the we. I kept on trying to push. I had to digest it, let it regurgitate. You know, when I talk to P, he already know how we do. We're artists, man.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? If I was to say yes to anything in the beginning, that means I didn't give it the full evaluation on the team that I would be joining. You gotta do your research. This also applies to the things in life. Tied in with the revolutionary minds, because you gotta revolutionize your mind first. Your mindset. If that thing ain't tight, let me say it again, if it ain't tight, what are we doing? What are we saying? Because we got a lot of posers. I'm gonna also use my vernacular the right way. Because we gonna enlighten the people. We gonna change the narrative the way the people that we want to tune into this thing right here.
Let's go.
This thing right here.
Let's go.
We want to change the way our viewers come into this thing and even give the good brothers the respect they deserve. Because these are pearls and diamonds that's being dropped that people don't understand when they come into CMP. Cultivated maturity, positivity, whatever you want to call it, right? Maturity minds, all that good stuff. You got to feed it.
You have to.
You got this shooting in your veins. You got this hair around here in this city shooting in your veins every single day with the biggest advocate, one of the biggest advocates in the city. Open your ears up, people. We got to change the way we think. That's how you save whatever's up and coming behind of us. You got to get out your own way. Here we go, Mr. Bill. Let's talk about getting out your own comfort zone. How hard was that for you? You got your comfort zone when somebody was telling you, when you was running around here all wild, mind going 1,000 decibels a minute per second. You thinking faster than the speed of light. Same thing with you, P, because this is for you too. When your mind was running rampant at the speed of light, and these same G's that we're doing now try to reach you, I do you a better question. I'm going to double on that. Where's your breaking point? What soldier, as you said, excuse my French people, damn. I gotta start paying attention to what's around me and what's in front of me, because this is a crash course into that sunken place that the guy made a movie about, Get Out. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Our culture alone is in a sunken place. So what was the turning point for two grizzled brothers who have a lot of rich history and all the, excuse my language again, I don't like cursing. I got to make my point. All the bullshit they done poured out here in their own community. What was the point for you when you was that hard-headed knucklehead? Because they the ones that's listening right now. Single moms out there. Y'all tuning in right now. Y'all about to get some real keys to the game. So I'm getting these guys some minutes to think.
I don't need to think.
Because that's what the voice do. I want y'all to think, because you always had to answer this for P. But nobody allowed you to sit back and really take it in because you had to proctor the show.
Right,
This is your
right.
chance to really. You about to come out. You're about to bleed. I'm about to gut the well here.
Oh, I ain't got no problem with bleeding.
I know.
I bleed on everybody.
So when we gut that well, this is you revolutionizing even yourself because
Right.
now I'm here. You heard what Bill said, the energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to feed Voltron.
Mm-hmm.
There's no head.
Come on, let's go.
Head is the audience.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
So think about it. I don't care who lead off. I'm gonna say it once again for my viewers who just tuning in. Thank you for tuning in Revolutionary Minds.
It's-
Former knuckleheads, we all were. I was less of one, but still, I had my knucklehead moments.
I mean, I think we all have
we
different.
did. So let me define this to the people. We're not just talking about people who's effed up in the game, got
Right.
these bad situations.
Right.
That's the problem with our people now. We always trying to just talk about the bad. There's some good people that play the middle ground. The middle ground that society never paid attention to. And that group is always saying, well, damn, what about me? I'm doing good. Y'all not
Right.
giving me my flowers.
Right.
So maybe I need to fall back.
Right.
yeah.
Nah. This for everybody that been on that straight and narrow.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, on that straight and narrow, our train got derailed by temptation,
Yes, it did.
by feeling like we gotta be socially accepted. Most importantly, we talking about today, finding your own identity when people trying to push you in these places. So without further ado, I gave y'all a great platform
Mm-hmm.
to formulate your new answer. It's an answer that both y'all been speaking on for all time. You know, had your shows in radio and also in your life situations. Same thing with you. Let's see if you can revolutionize yourself live and give a different messaging. Now you're presented with a way how you can preface that messaging to better our listeners to want to assimilate and believe in that fight.
Honestly, bro, I
Talk
was
to me.
I was tired.
Thank you. Okay.
I was
Define that. We gotta be clear.
I was
Here we go.
upstate. I was
We gonna walk
upstate.
each step.
I was upstate.
Okay.
My son was just born, and I knew if I didn't change, that I would keep repeating this trip.
Okay.
Like it was 18 months for me was all they was gonna get from me.
So in those 18 months, where did you find your clarity within that change? What was the thing within you that said, you know, I got all this ill will in me. Somewhere inside of me, I got this light that said, we got to push past this dark. What was it? What was your inspiration?
It was in the first night I was up. Nah, I was listening.
Okay,
I was
get
up there
gritty on
joint.
it.
We was playing, not listening.
Right,
We was
we
up there playing,
We're gonna
right?
bleed out. This is the new P, y'all.
And
Here we go.
And you know, they was rapping, and,
Okay.
and I just started going to the door and just started. I mean, DMX. You feel me? Just
That's why I did the voice. I get it.
so. He was like, "Yo, who that?" My man was looking down. He was like, "Yo," he's like, "Nah, that's Pierre, man." Like Pierre, like who? Where are you from? Like from the city, like. So right then and there, I knew it was something different about me. You
Right.
feel me? And
Because
the
you had a
energy-
rep that preceded you.
and the energy that I gave. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And even from ordering, I always went to the store. I didn't burn any bridges on the street.
We get that.
I left money on the
But
street.
let it be known to the viewers now because we got some people out here that's still dibbling dabbling.
Right.
We're not glorifying.
No,
I'm gonna say
at
this.
all. At all.
Sometimes on
At
some
all.
shows you have heard people kind of
Right.
when they talk about being in the street and they go into that heyday, you see a
Right.
twinkle in the eye.
Right.
And I'm telling
Ain't
you
gonna
as
be
a
no twinkle in
viewer,
my eye.
I have felt that sometimes.
Right.
When people do come on and talk, sometimes that twinkle is just a little bit too much.
Right.
We want to make sure that people are Revolutionary Minds supporters, pretty much our voice of
Right.
Revolutionary Minds, because without you, we don't even exist. We're
No, we
speaking
don't.
for you.
No, we don't.
We're not on that corny mess.
No.
Nobody coming here talking about these things, glorify anything that's going on. If anything, this is how you become transparency. Transparency is key. And if you don't understand how you want to define that, hey, just grab a clear cup and pour some water, some clear water in it. Can you
transparent.
see what's on the other side?
Yes.
That's being transparent.
Transparent.
If we're going to be translucent, now you might put some sugar and Kool-Aid on it. You can still see through the cup. You might see my fingerprints, right? See the condensation pouring down the cup.
Right.
But then we be opaque. For my people that don't understand that word is, opaque is you can't see jack.
Nothing.
So first thing is we're going to be transparent with you. We got to be. That's vital. And I think that when we are saying these examples, we're going to keep jumping around because we are trying to change the way people thinking when y'all giving out this advice. It can't go to waste. Right, it's a puzzle. And I'm going to tell you what our viewers always, anybody viewing with somebody driving peril, especially those who have lived it in its entirety, fully went through the consequences in its entirety, and kind of rose above that, and now they're able to tell a compelling story. We just need our viewers to understand, look at the body language in these guys, including myself. And like I said, I'm nowhere near on that level, but still, you know, read the room. Nobody glorifying this nonsense, man.
At all.
Like when they talk about understand this. That's it. They're talking so you can relate. It's like a rapper telling a story. He's gonna have to get a little bit detail driven. Don't pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the message that the man, the good brother, Bill, good brother, CMP Bryce is trying to say. That's it. And a few times I'm gonna drop my opinion because this is my rule. I like to preface things to get the true the voice. I'm feeling it today.
Right.
Voice, like,
I was at a game.
Right. Was that the high game?
On.
What's the score?
We was up.
Right.
It was about the 21 zip.
21
Second
zip.
quarter.
Yeah.
About to lace them up pretty good.
Right.
But not to digress, my people. I just want you to understand, when these guys got something to say, I need y'all to take the real messaging out of it. This is us really trying to revolutionize your mind. And also, if you got anything, people, please drop it on us. We want to, it's not just us. We are here for you. We are advocating for your voice. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody there on the struggle, they got a young king out there that needs some guidance, that maybe what we can say here, that you can bleed out with us. Because I just wanted to interrupt with that because P is still bleeding and Bill is right on the deck with his bleeding. So back to what P was saying, we going to pause him there. What was your moment, Bill? When it just kind of, you know what, something got to give.
I had an epiphany, though.
Okay.
I went out one night, got like extra drunk. Police was like, they don't even know how you alive. They like, I don't know how you living.
Right.
I had so much Henny.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, I didn't even know who had my truck.
Wow.
I'm calling out Westchester.
Oh, okay.
My John Down trainer.
Mm.
I'm like, hold up. My nephew run back tonight to me. I'm like, I remember talking to you. I remember you taking my keys. How did I get my keys back? Like your brother gave them to you. I'm like, what? Oh, he don't love me. No, seriously. I'm like, oh, he don't love me.
Okay.
So I removed myself from everybody.
Was that easy? Because here we go. Once again, we all have people who have some very checkered past. One of the biggest things was transitioning from removing yourself from the things that were pulling you down. How was that received as you were, what was that struggle? How did that struggle look like to you as you were pulling yourself away? But you know how I go, because you trying to walk away, they snagging you back.
Yeah.
They pulling you back, and sometimes it might be on your personality, right?
Yeah.
Or your rep that's out there that you help cultivate. You don't want to lose that. But technically, when you pull away from that on the street, that's considered you corny.
True.
Why is that?
Because
Right.
They live for the wrong credit.
Okay.
Like, I was asked that.
Okay.
Like, a boy was like, yo, you gotta come back and get your street credit back. I said, for who?
For who?
I'm like, for who? Like,
Right.
I die today tomorrow. Ain't nobody that I'm coming back to get this credit for.
Right.
Gonna make sure my affairs are
Facts.
intact.
So now your mind is elevated.
Yeah.
But now before that, 10 years prior to that, you not even said none of that. You automatically, you with it. Your rep meant everything.
Man, 10 years prior to that, boy told me, like, yo, I don't know why you still out there. I was already hit up. He like, I don't even know why you still out. I said, man, I'm Jesus on these streets.
Right. It felt like he was untouchable.
You understand? I'm like, I make sure everybody is good around me.
Got you.
But in return, wasn't nobody making sure I was good.
Right. How would that feel? Was that a humbling experience? Because that's like a
It was like a wake-up
recurring
call.
thing for most people out there.
It's a wake-up call.
Right.
Like, most people don't wake up because they feel they need to have attention.
Okay.
I really don't like attention,
So let's focus on that piece.
but I can live in attention.
That's another characteristic in my opinion. A key essential piece, and I'm sure P might agree with this as well. He said attention. Remember my question I proposed to everybody, what were pretty much the characteristics of good food? Attention. In today's world, today's society, is there enough attention being paid to the youth? And
No.
then here we go. Let's start with this. Forget outside. That's kind of irresponsible socially to think outside opposed to,
Do
the
things
you're supposed to do at home.
right.
Repeat it again. Outside do not count as your guardian.
Mm-mm.
So when I'm talking about attention, I ain't talking about the attention they get from the outside.
Talking about in the house.
This is internal. Cause I'm saying I'm an educator, so I see the lack of attention. And I'm not even going to put on a gender, right? I can, because technically we know it's way more profound lack of attention when it comes to the male population.
Absolutely.
Because when it comes to the kings,
Mm-hmm.
the kings,
Mm-hmm.
for us to be warriors and be strong and be respected by our peers in our iron-fisted communities, ironclad fisted, right? I'm not even talking about righteousness at this point,
Right.
because it's a different code when it comes to that part.
Absolutely.
We always fall for the okie doke and take the comfortable way out. It's hard to break from that barrier.
It is. It's hard to be uncomfortable.
Right, and I think that this is why we got to serve our people the good food. So you can start having a starting point. You can't teach one unless you already one.
Right.
Unless you're going to be a hero and go in everybody's household who has a young man wavering from causing destruction on the streets in any manner, from drugs to violence. Unless you're going to be ever present, omnipotent everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they're in the bathroom, doing they do, right?
You got to shake that.
Right, but think about it, you grew up with that.
Mm-hmm.
You grew up with that. God rest their souls, mom and daddy.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up together,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I have.
Right.
There's been times where you clashed with mom and dad both. Same here. Been times where you finessed either mom or dad to influence the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
These are all lessons on the street that you're getting in your own house that you don't even realize. And I'm not saying that to glorify anything.
Right.
But these are essentials because it gave you a foundation.
It did.
Suffice to say, in today's society that we're in.
Right.
Once again, I'm not, like I said, I don't just keep it just central. I'm speaking society because my mind is always listen. My mind go outside my own
Bigger.
comfort zone.
Absolutely.
Speak for everybody.
Yeah.
So as our tuners in, this is not just a Chester thing. This is everybody. We relate to all walks of life when it comes to these type of things. Right? So with that being said, you getting taught the keys to the game at home anyway. And I don't even want to call it a game issue. That's just survival, how to be self-sufficient, how to, have fortitude when things don't go your way. Where's that being instilled in today? And that's the thing. We always say the cliche thing. Somebody supposed to step in and do this. Well, who's that somebody in every family that's going to do that for everybody? You need somebody for each person. It's not like I was in the classroom where a teacher can influence the whole room. Now, that room, I know in my 20 years of being in the education field, I know for a fact day one I got one of them. By a week, I got 5 of them. By a month, I got all of them. By mid-year, I got the whole school.
Right.
By the end of the year, I got the whole school outside the student population. I got the staff.
Right.
Hence why I'm in my esteem role. And I'm saying that respectfully.
Right.
Seeing the career progress to where it's at because of that. So, I know you're about to drop the bomb.
Listening to you, though, like the truth, the house is too divided.
Thank you.
The house is too divided.
You know the old tradition. We drop a prayer on this thing. We gotta put the
Message.
Say that one more time. That's the message. House is too divided.
We used to eat dinner at the table
Bro.
as a group.
Yeah.
Now you can eat dinner upstairs or
Out of
in
the
the
room.
car
Right.
playing a game.
Shut yourself off from everybody.
Right.
So it ain't even no
Interaction.
conversation
Right.
going on. Like
Connectivity.
right now in my household today,
Mm-hmm.
we eat at the table,
Yep.
Right.
and I individually ask
Yep.
everybody,
We engage
you
in
feeling?
conversation.
how you feeling and how was your school week?
That's it.
Now that they back in school,
Yes.
I do that. You dig what I'm saying? That was something I needed and didn't receive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, as a kid, if somebody would have walked up to me and asked me how you doing, bro, I probably would have wrote a
Right.
book.
Right.
You're right. You air out. You have to bleed out.
I would have wrote a book
Right.
on point.
Right.
Right. You telling everything.
What?
Leaving nothing to the imagination. Very vivid.
Man, listen, man, when I say,
Sound check, microphone. 1 2 1 2. We here.
I felt like, yo. I feel like Rocky Road off Goonies, like locked in, just locked in the room,
Chump.
away from
Yeah,
everything.
my man.
Right.
Took it back there on us.
That's how I felt. Like expression, like don't talk back to the adults. Like I taught my son, like, yo, you gotta talk to me.
Please.
I don't know nothing you're going through.
Right.
Let you express yourself.
Let you express
You got to
yourself.
open up.
Thank you.
But here we go. I mean households. It's not me knocking households. I'm asking all these thought-provoking questions, people. I want you to think I'm some bougie brother in here just trying to put down our people. No. I am having an uncomfortable conversation. Matter of fact, let me take the I off of that because there's no I in team. TEAM. Together, everyone achieves more. We are proposing a question here at Revolutionary Minds where we want you to be able to have a very uncomfortable conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not being bougie thinking that, okay, some people are doing better than others in that sense. It's showing how you can kind of connect and relate to those who have kind of, or better yet, proven their algorithm, the things they're moving in life was able to, overcome some of these same hardships that, here we go. Here go the stereotype. Mostly it's the single moms out there. We're going to just put out there in the beginning. We love y'all. Y'all are queens. Listen, y'all hold us down. Contrary to what any of y'all want to believe, queens, and I know you hear this all the time about men and all that, we need y'all and y'all need us. It takes two to tango.
It takes two to tango.
Create a young king and young queen, guess
Bro.
what? We are in agreement that this kid ain't going to be no damn Frankenstein.
Right.
We want this kid to either come out to be a king like daddy, because obviously you're not having no baby by no man that you don't view as your king.
Come on.
And
man.
hopefully if you have a daughter, you hoping the daughter come out represent everything that the mom was as a queen. So there's a contract right there. You decide to have a kid, damn, this is me online when I'm going. They gonna look right at me with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna relate to the hood rat talk right now for a moment. Rest my soul when gracious Allah take me away, right? People not going to say, what the hell was Marvin doing with those kids? I pride myself in that. They'll say, damn, I can tell that was Marvin's kid.
Right.
And then they would start talking about all of the, going back to tie this thing together, the good food that was instilled in them through all the cultivating.
Absolutely.
You can put down the seeds on anybody.
Yeah.
You can water everybody the same way.
Right.
But do all the grass grow the same?
No.
Do the grass grow the same?
No, it don't.
Yeah, some areas where it's gonna be a little bit bald. It's gonna need some more. You gotta put some more.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Other area, we cool over here.
Right.
Here, look, we just gonna get that little drop because we don't want him to shine too much and intimidate everybody else because you already know about the crab in the barrel thing.
Right.
You're
They
trying to separate.
pull them right back down.
Forget the crab in the barrel when you're trying to do good in business. I'm just talking about when you're just trying to separate your mentality from the mentality that had you tied down. They got y'all two good brothers in very dicey situations.
Right.
To the point that when you look at it now, 10 years, a decade, 2 decades, however long it was, when you had that hardship, your back was against the wall.
Absolutely.
This is your spinach. Because that dark moment, honestly, is your defining moment. That was your transparent moment. They always say that's my darkest moment when you can't see. No. When you're back against the wall, you have the most clarity in the world. When you're facing death on your precious life,
Because you know you can only go forward.
all that clarity come into play then. All that stuff that you thought you couldn't reverse your mind, start thinking slow motion, and everything start rolling like a collage while you're on your journey.
Right.
If you don't get that collage right, that journey can go where you don't want it to go at. We always had that seminal turning point.
Absolutely.
I'm saying we always had that seminal turning point where we got that moment where we gotta choose. So we heard a piece of what P was saying was his turning point. Heard my good brother here, Bill, dropping how, attention, that's good food. Parents, pull out your notebooks. Jot down 5 things that you consider as good food. Share it with us. Because it's not just our word. Our word is not gospel. We want to add to this good food list. And then when you come back and communicate with us on one of our platforms, we'll put that good list out there for everybody. We want to continue to build on it, and we can use those good food list categories as talking points for the show.
Let's go.
You have to do this. It takes more than one. Together, everyone achieves more. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it loud. I'm going to say it proud. I need y'all to start holding yourselves accountable. Because if you're getting these pearls early in the morning, where I know I darn sure could be at my family, who I love to death. What's up, Parker? What's up, Key Lolo? What's up, Mike? What's up, Harley? What's up, Mai and my baby girl? And most important, my queen, Jen. What's up? You already know what time it is. And I'm saying that I'm a happy guy in my situation.
Right, sir.
But I went through dark places as well as far as just trying to figure it out. Peer pressure is a big thing.
It is.
It is.
And a lot of these kids nowadays, you don't have a lot of alphas out here that lead. They all follow. What do they follow? the trend. What's trending? The bull crap.
Mm-hmm.
What's not trending? The upstanding guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to talk bad on the people that's not doing right. I just call it bull crap. We already know what the acronym is.
Right.
Get what I'm saying? But then guys that's standing tall, that's trying to penetrate that impenetrable force that's caused being stuck in your way. We gotta crack the nugget, man.
We didn't realize it when we were coming up how the people that weren't involved in the things that we were involved with were the real winners, right? The people that didn't go to jail, the people that weren't worried about the crimes and things like that. And Marvin, you are that person, right? We're the same. How old are you? 45? 47. So you're 2 years older than me, Billy Ritt? 47 or 45?
47.
Right. I'm 45. Right. But I was in y'all group.
Yes.
Right? I was with y'all. Right? So
my perspective.
When we look at different people and what they achieved and where they were, right?
Absolutely.
I got to where you are right now. I haven't reached that point yet. You feel me?
You
like
probably lap me, man. Hey, man.
I'm not gonna lap you, right?
You probably lap me. You probably don't even know that.
And the reason I say that is because you understood who you were at a very young age, and you moved on it. I was still trying to figure it out, right? So when you started moving on it, when you went to college, I didn't know who I was. I was lost.
Trying to figure it out.
You feel me? I was trying to figure it out. Then when you graduated college, I was still trying to figure it out. Then when you started working, I was still trying to figure it out.
But here we go, the consistent thing. Let me interrupt. You still had somebody within you. Once again, you got to be around it or be connected to it to latch on to it and say at some point, even that person not saying it, so you just pretty much, hey, I appreciate it, good brother. That's in some indirect way, maybe I stood as your motivation to continue to elevate without you even realizing.
Then in 2016, when I ran into you and I said,
yes, you did.
I said, Marv, I need you.
I
right? It was without a doubt that I needed you because
he's giving us back. So, hey, we got to do this. It's been a minute.
I need you, bro.
They need to understand why
why we need to pay attention to what's happening in our community. They need to understand why I'm so big on talking to you. Why? Because I saw it. I witnessed it. I was a part of it, not just from my end, but from your end as well, right? Being someone that was considered a nerd that jumped back into the streets that didn't feel comfortable in either space, bro. I didn't feel comfortable in my nerd space, and I didn't feel comfortable in my street space. For me to come by and combine both of them spaces and bring both of them spaces to the middle and say, all right, listen. That's
convoluted.
Right? I need what I learned in the street. Right? I need what I learned in the street, and I need what I learned in these books. Right?
Chaos.
Recently, I just went to Barnes & Noble and bought some new books and said, you know what? I got to get back to reading.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because for the last 6 or 7 years, I've just been moving.
Yeah.
And not really understanding why I'm moving that way or what I need to give, right?
Yeah,
so
take the mental checkpoints,
bro. Like and
don't burn yourself out.
No, I'm not.
Talk about
boy.
Mental checkpoint. This is for our people.
I already did that though. I was already burnt out.
We gotta find reason, and here we go. Not only find reason, the things that go your way, good brothers and sisters. You already know where I'm going at with this. You already know where I'm going at with it. Also understanding reason or slash, I like to call it when I'm talking to people when they fall on hard times.
Right.
The silver lining. The silver lining in your mistake that you say, or the silver lining in the obstacle that's in front of you, or the silver lining that on this particular day, things just, everything that was going to go my way just didn't. Right. Instead of looking for pity, people to pacify us and try to correct the error, I'm going to say personal accountability is another essential for the food to the soul. Because in today's world, people don't want to be held accountable because when you have I'm going to say it again, when you have an uncomfortable conversation, they're already in defense mode. So that means that person is already rejecting whatever good food you trying to put on their plate. They don't want the filet mignon. They want the chip beef that's not even USDA approved, that ain't lean, that when it takes longer for your body to digest, and while it's sitting in your system is eating you from the inside out, versus the good food that is clean as in your system, and eventually, guess what? It's going to shoot through. It's going to do its part. It's going to go all the way through. This is the limit that we are in today's world when it comes to trying to, be an advocate and help people out, especially with those with young boys and teens. That's you already know. You already know. So here, having an uncomfortable conversation, that's what we gotta start kind of nurturing ourselves to be able to engage in those areas without somebody retorting back, doing a blame game or taking it offensive. Because people get tired. No, they get tired, people, when the same situation keep happening. People keep on belting them with it. And after a while, it's like, I'm just tuning out. So we just got to find a way how we can have an uncomfortable conversation and understand that it's constructive criticism. It's not here to put you down, right? It's not here to kind of demean you. I think we have all uncomfortable conversations I had in my lifetime with people who I care about.
You know what I learned about? The fight or flight.
Yes.
And most people are fighters.
Yes.
Not fighters.
All day, front runners.
And I'm like, hold up. Oh, I gotta face this.
Yes.
I'm like, I gotta face it. Like, if I don't face it now, the problem gonna reoccur again.
All day.
In a different form.
Yeah.
You know what they call that in the clinical term?
It's gonna be like, because I ain't no.
Same thing over and over again, getting the same result.
Yeah.
It's called insanity.
Insanity.
So even though we don't get hit that with that diagnosis, there's a lot of people out here that are clinically insane.
Yeah, so that's why I just start, if we're going to be a crash course, I got to crash.
You gotta crash.
Like, I can't try to veer away.
No, you gotta jump in.
I'm like, all right, here it go. That's what it got to be. And that's where life, like, keep taking me higher and higher and higher. Before, I'd be cool on the treadmill. I stepped to the track.
You got off the comfort zone.
Now I'm just running in the
And
world.
guess what the term for that is called, brother? Mike might say, shh, again. Struggle creates balance, man.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
it.
just running in the world, and
That's
it feel
it.
good. Like,
Yeah.
Like, this is my guy.
Mm-hmm.
I text him my most vulnerable moments.
How many people do that?
I don't know.
How many, here we go, how
Not a
many
lot.
men do that?
Not a lot.
But I text,
How many people in your friend circle do that?
Not
I
a lot.
text him my vulnerable moments.
As you talk, I'm just doing it for people. Ladies, how many of y'all really do that with the right intentions? I'm going to say it again. How many of y'all really air out about, now this is for the women here. Because we, you know, us men, we won't be accountable. I'm going to speak for the men real quick, and we're going to jump to the women. Appreciate you, Abdul Waki. I'm trying to read the name up there. Appreciate all the love here. We're here to drop the heavy talk, just to kind of let y'all know that this is what we're here for. We're trying to revolutionize your mind. But back to my point, for the men, women, I apologize for the men in this sense. If the lines of communications were better, and maybe the messaging behind the frustrations of the relationships that we have with each other, men and women, especially when there are kids involved, I know maturity would say, in its own right, and y'all men here too have been through these situations, all right, at some point, what's good for the kid instead of it being cliche, right? We've been there. And when we come to that happy medium that we both want what's good for our kid, that means the things that we do, this is a lifetime accountability. A lifetime accountability. So for the men, women, I'm gonna say this to y'all, maybe if y'all communicate with us in a more, I'm not saying a gentler tone, but sometimes when the messaging comes out, your frustration pours out through that messaging because, yes, you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears and get all that out. You get all that out. Like I like to say, you bleeding out. And sometimes when we're hitting these obstacles in life, you're there, and somebody that got all these things going, they finally let it out. The one thing you thought you talking about, no, that's just the top of the pimple. Once it pop open, everything else come gushing out. You wondering what the hell went down. So I say it's with the females. Just communicate with us. You have to communicate. And you know what? You lay down with them. You lay down with them. So you know it's 50-50 when we lay down. Yeah. Especially if we're not using protection. So if you ain't going to have the, in my heyday, we ain't had more than half the pill. Ladies, load up on them. like this. Look at the man that you laying down to, and stop being vulnerable with with the itch that need to be scratched, and start looking at, all right, if a oopsie happened, and I know I ain't getting rid of this kid, is this the ideal baby dad? No, here we go. That's the wrong mentality. So you got to change the way we think. Is this the ideal father I want for my child? I don't believe in baby dad stuff. I'm a father. You will never live with me as a baby dad, even if I'm not with you. Very proud to say all my kids are about one woman. And I inherited a kid who I raised since he was 1 year old, who's now 24. I'm nobody's baby dad. They're my damn kids. And any real man that's out here, any alpha out here, that you understand where I'm coming from with this. We're not referred to as that kid's baby dad. No, when that mom, even if she ain't with you, that's my son's father. That's my daughter's father. That's her dad. They say that, excuse my French again, language. I'm always do language word. They say that shit with pride, with gumph, with urgency, like that's my kid's father. They letting everybody know. Facts. Even with the new man they with, look, I'm with you. You give me all satisfaction in the world. You have erased my pain of whatever that man calls.
You know where that comes from? That comes from making the right choices.
And the right choices come
because guess what?
Having an uncomfortable conversation.
It don't work like that.
It don't.
If you don't make the right choices.
It don't. Here we go.
So
we got to keep on push that narrative though. And don't ever lose a fight.
Listen, I got 8 kids, bro.
I know.
I share those 8 kids with 5 different women.
Right. So you are the poster child for somebody that. Here we go. Here we go.
That
don't
needs to get it right.
We're going to take it from Charlamagne the guy. Here we go. P will be the don't get a day where I put him on a life assignment. Give him a month to see if he can go to all his different entities of the children of his kids. Because they're not baby mothers.
No, they're not. I don't consider them baby
I know
moms.
you don't, but I'm speaking
the mothers
to
of my children.
I'm speaking to the public.
Bro.
All of P's kids are queens. All the ladies out here that's listening right now, all of you are queens. I love you for it. You hold it down.
Right.
I know you're misunderstood. We know you're misunderstood.
The frustration.
The frustration caused all of the alienation.
But it's not frustration that I put on them.
No, it's
life's frustrations. It's parent frustrations.
It's life
dad
frustrations.
Mom frustrations.
So, in that vein, Bill, I see you got to. Yes.
Go ahead.
You feeling it? Come on, bleed. Talk to me. Talk to me.
In order for that frustration to disappear, they gotta turn television off.
Once again.
No, they need to turn
good food. This now. That's simple, people. You hear this? This is another ingredient to good food. Something simple. Not just TV. What else falling into the media? The TV.
Social media.
Run it down.
Anything that's programming your brain and making you think outside of yourself. Like
we're in the Matrix.
So one thing for me, when I said I was done with the street, I had to leave my drug dealer homies alone. Meaning the people that I hung out with the most.
Right.
I had to disconnect from them.
Right. You see that guy, you find a different hobby.
Right. When I started the radio station, I just wanted to be around people that did radio.
Right.
I just wanted to be around people that did podcasts. Then you learn that they were still doing different. So it's just it got confusing, right? So when you think about women, when you think about the mother of your children,
we
right?
Be very intentional with our messaging. So who we speaking to?
When she wants you to be better, she has to be around people that are being better. So if you want to be a wife to me, you got to be around other women that are wives.
Yes.
I got to be around other men that are husbands.
Yes, they always
you feel me? Because I gotta learn that, right?
You come with the crowd that you be with.
So
or the crowd that you be with.
So
yes.
If you gonna sit around your girlfriends and they single and they still doing their thing, then that's the mindset you're gonna have, and we're gonna fuss and fight and scream and holler.
We feel you,
continually for hours every day, right? So that's not what I want, and I don't want anyone to hear this podcast and feel like we're judging women because we're not.
No,
right? Right? I'm coming from a place where I understand that all 5 of the mothers of my children have 5 different personalities.
Yes.
Right?
So you got to have.
Because I was 5 different people.
Literally. Yes.
I was
you was schizophrenic. You was a schizophrenic
parent. Not just a schizophrenic parent, but I at that time, I was trying to figure out who I was, right? So I have my ex-wife. That's my first baby mom, right? First mother of my kids. 3 kids with her, right? And then it goes another one, another one, then twins, then the last one, right? And each one of those outside, they were all somebody. I was completely somebody different. I was somebody that liked the havoc and liked the so that was
you
cool.
assimilated to
you
your
feel me
environment.
and that was cool, and then that was cool. But I had money, so I could do what I wanted to do.
Were you also giving out good food during those personalities?
Absolutely.
So that guess what? You did what a lot of men probably didn't have the fortitude to do. A lot of men gonna be stuck in their ways. 5 families not gonna get 5 different personalities. One family might be cool with your one personality, and then guess what? You gonna go to some other 4 and be like, this is what it is. Come in, you see what I'm saying? You be so into your realism that you don't realize some of the pearls you're doing by just doing it. Cause you could be stubborn, right? But you decided, let me with each setting, I'll twist my mind a little bit this way to kind of get an advantage in a good way with my kid, right?
My kids know I love them.
And you gave them good food. Here we go.
I'm trying to give them good food.
But the good food here, you just said it. No. See, listen, we changed the way you think.
Go ahead.
Get good food. What did you just say?
Thank
you. Right. That's the good food. It don't gotta be complex.
Right.
We overcomplicate the most simplest things in this damn world that we live in.
Because the world is complicated.
But we not. Here we go. If this is revolutionary minds.
I got this.
So go ahead. Ooh, off the backboard. Talk. I'm over here.
I got to throw dirt on that one. Live in the world, we're not of it, homie.
No.
There you go.
Like I hurt every day, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know this.
I know.
Every day.
Every day.
But I can smile and joke.
You happy about your situation.
Make your day better.
Right.
Yes.
I can't change what was.
Right.
Only can change what can be.
Right.
That's why a lot of us are stuck in our own way because we don't want to move forward. Because moving forward is getting out your comfort zone. It's easy to be angry. Wait, here you go. I got a question for everyone. I'm posing a question for P, Bill, as well as all of our awesome revolutionary minders out there. We'll make a nickname for y'all. We won't come with a great nickname for people that be viewing in. The minders. Mind your own business. MYOB. The MIAB. You dig what I'm saying? Mind your own business, damn it. We going this. We have revolutions
like
our own minds. The MIAB. Mind your own business.
That's a good advice, even though it sounds like you're getting smart, but you're not getting smart.
Right.
Like, clean up your backyard before
That's
you
it.
worry about Miss Tanisha.
Here go our slogan then, Bill. Look. Mind your own business, ... Damn it. Yeah. They know the ... That mean it's a light moment. Yeah. But here we go. We got to mind our own business when we're trying to revolutionize our own minds and things we're doing. Because the first thing that's going to happen is that when you bring a different approach to anything, and that's in any setting, is it going to be well received by the people that's been following a different construct for time and time again? No. We got to do that. Hey, listen. I'm the consigliere, man. Listen, I don't want to be in the limelight. I'm in the background. I'm just the guy that's on some.
Oh no!
But we here. But listen, they gonna keep
you
on.
are here.
I know.
Now.
I'm gonna keep fighting.
Right. No, you're here now. You could have stayed on the
I'm gonna say this
and been the voice. But guess what? You're here now.
If you know me, hey, sometimes the voice gotta come in person so you can understand my personality.
You gotta figure it out.
Sometimes you gonna get me. I like to be in the booth. Hey, Pierre, tell you, I'm a booth guy. I've been cold for 6 years. This is my first. This is not even no rehearsal, nothing like that. Come here. This is home.
Cold.
This is home. Cold 6 years, bro. You know, we gonna bring personality. I'm gonna definitely shock your mind. We are going to shock your mind.
That's what I
because
mean.
when you hang up, when you tune out, when we're off the air, you're going to take at least one essential thing from our 30 minutes of conversation, hour we spend together, 2 hours, however long it may be. You're gonna pull one thing. It's going to make you reevaluate how you're moving.
Right.
Because I need your feedback. We need your feedback. We need the people that's tuning in and listening, even the ones that's not commenting. I'm sure other people are viewing. Just give us your feedback.
Please.
We're going to create this. This is going to be a real platform where we are changing the mindset, meaning that. And this is not even saying as a public service announcement. This is not this is a revolution. No, we are actually living in times that you got platforms where you can talk and share like-minded things and get some good information. This ain't a place to gossip. This ain't a place to clash. We just trying to keep on going back to today's topic. You know, how do we mold what's going on in today's world, especially with our youth, when certain ideas that we want from our youth aren't even being pressed upon. Kids aren't maximizing their full potential for whatever reason. I get it. In today's world, which we didn't have, there's more freedom and flexibility to kind of be a dreamer. And it's easy to say I'm a content creator because every kid is saying it now. Can we not the hustle? No, because you're a content creator right now as we speak. I create my own content, you create your own content. It's not bad. Is it something that coming off the bench that you want to get into if you don't know what you're getting into? Because it ain't going to put the money in your pocket that you're trying to get.
Oh, no.
So if you're still in off the tip.
So do you think, right, you think that's like limiting people's thinking?
All right. It's not limiting. It's good because it allows you. I was talking about before I pulled up. I was talking about imagination. I think P made a nice segue into that for a couple of minutes about the imagination piece. Content allows imagination to run free.
Yes.
Okay.
There's nobody's policing the content.
Right.
Putting down, once again, the good food, the core essentials of what they're looking for in content so you can elevate.
Right.
Because of that, you got predators out there. So with content creators, you can go ahead and have a predator that can give you, you pay me $100, I can get you 100,000 likes for this group, for this time period.
Right.
That's no work.
Right.
It's smart business if you want to show your profile, hey man, look, my shit legit, look, I got 24,000 people that's following.
Right.
But in reality, that's if you're doing business with those 24,000 people.
Mm.
Those followers, are you getting 24,000 $1 penny transactions a day?
Right.
You're not.
No.
I know 24 is nothing. See, there's nobody to police that. Same thing with social media. Nobody's a police that's while the bullshit was happening, right? So with content creating, I feel like we do got to let our kids have more freedom. We don't want to put them into casting system. We are living in a casting system where specialized skills and all that kind of stuff get you rewarded. And they put a cap on all that.
Right.
I do you one better. With this thing called Wi-Fi, right?
Mm.
Can we really put a price on that?
Mm-mm.
I don't want to talk about allowance in public because I know the powers that be are hearing me because I'm on your ass. Y'all know it. But what is the real? What's the ceiling? Is how far they can charge you up for Wi-Fi.
Right.
So you can't quantify that, right?
Right.
Same thing goes into what we're talking about right now. You really can't quantify it by putting a number on it.
No, you can't.
Only thing you can do is just either have blind faith, dig in, trust your beliefs. Because a lot of times, once we dig in, we do get trepidation. Our feet get real cold. See, it's one thing like, Harry, I like to call it the Jerry Maguire moment.
Mm.
Tom Cruise, I know I'm taking it all the way back. For those people, I'm enthusiasts. No, I'm doing this on purpose. This is how we rock. I know we got our target audience ain't just on one sector. I don't just let the old heads know. I talk to all the people. We talk to all the people. And for those that don't know, we want to educate you so you can know. There's this movie called Jerry Maguire. Tom Cruise was an A-list Caucasian actor. About a sport agent and a football player. The sport agent believed in this one player that the rest of the agency on his team, they didn't believe in.
Right.
He had always uncomfortable conversations with Cuba Gooding, who was the football player.
Right.
Cuba represent, right?
Right.
Brass,
Right.
already established as far as his rep.
Right.
Y'all had that established with y'all rep in the endeavors. See how I'm changing it up? So, street nigga coming in like, what are you talking about? No, you got to, we want to change the way you think about what we're saying when we talking about their dirt. Brash, egotistical, and kind of very stubborn and bullish because in that moment you were in the prime, about to enter the tail end of the prime of your career.
Actually,
The best time. Right. Right.
But actually the best, but there's a transition coming. There's a movement coming in. He know his window is closing. They still value him. The company value him at this number. His representative within the company, he, like you two, you said, nah, I saw here and I worked myself up and I know my reputation and I preceded this up, but my shit's up here.
Right.
If you believe in me, walking out with me.
Right.
Jerry Maguire had an "Are you with me" moment, thinking that the rest of the team was going to walk out with him. Well, how many people walked out with Jerry with his
Just
client? One. That's where we're starting at today. One. We care about one of y'all that's tuning in. We care about all y'all. We want to reach one of y'all. I think that's a good way to kind of, we don't want to give them too much good food. We want them to have reason to be hungry for some more. We want to whet that palate, get that appetite up, give them some sorbet so when they taste the food, it's really seasoned. Because anybody know about good food, you go to a good restaurant, get some sorbet on your tongue, they dry out your palate. So then when you eat the filet, and as an uneducated black man would say, mignon, but filet mignon, you spell it mignon, right? I pronounce a lot of things the way it's spelled, so I know I don't forget how to spell it. So it's M-I-G-N-O-N, right? But mignon, with the little hyphen over the O, and put that little pizzazz on it, panache on it, right? We give them some good food, and we're going to give y'all a homework assignment, yo. And I see, listen, we got a lot of things that we can talk about. Can always be happy about money. You dropping pearls. We love it. Keep bringing them. Keep bringing them. Because what we going to do is some of these things going to be some good talking points when we do tune in. So on that note, I know we got a lot of good food.
Absolutely.
I know our plates are getting very full.
Come on.
And we want to build. We don't want this to be a accelerated thing. We want to spend some time with you and really get to the bare minimum we want to bring to here. And that's it. But first of all, we got to have clearly defined roles in our household when it comes to telling our next leaders the real expectations out here. Starting with clearly defined roles of who you are, how you identify yourself. Unplug.
Definitely unplugged.
Ladies, I know y'all tired. Full day at work. You take care of the kids on your own. And you got no support. And then your kid come home. You just want them just to chill, give you at least 30 minutes of your time just to have that. So I get it. They want to go to the tablet. You let them go to it. You in your eye moment. But now you're deep in your eye moment. So when you try to come back out of it, then they quiet on the tablet. Well, I'm not stopping that piece. I need that extra. I need that now. Forget a half an hour. I need an hour. Now it turned 2 hours.
Now
you add that
3
up
hours.
throughout the week.
Now it's time for bed.
Right. Now each day you're getting 45 hours of that
Right.
because you do deserve your moment.
Dinner at the table.
It would, but here we go. Now we got to be very realistic in our setting right now. I see P gave you a stinky eye for that reason because I know him so well. I felt the uproar coming up. And this is how I'm gonna answer the question, good brother. First of all, we gotta have families at home to be at the damn table. I'm gonna repeat it again. First, you gotta have men and women being in don't gotta be perfect harmony, but being in a kind of appropriate harmony where men and women can sit at the table with their kids and want to engage in these things. Because kids, they are in tune with all the emotions.
All the emotions.
That means if you got anything bubbling underneath that,
right?
We trying to put them for side of that table.
The kid already feels.
Guess what's going to happen? The kid reading that vibe, so you ask little Joey, "What's up?" Joey gonna give you a quick, short answer. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
What's up, son? I mean, you just played the game. You had a good game. I'm cool.
I need to know what cool means.
Right. Yeah. True. Now you gonna dig in deep.
Now you got.
That's what we do.
Now you got to take him away.
But now you want to do that away because right now,
because he ain't gonna share that information
your
with mom.
Your main thing. Here we go. Are you trying to win the war? Or you trying to win the battle? Answer that question first. You're about battles, not the war. I define. There's no wrong answer. I always ask people that has.
You know why?
Talk to me. Preach.
The battle is inside the war.
Right.
It is.
You're battling on the field.
Right.
The war is just the title of the battle.
Right.
It is. And I'll ask you this. But if the person you're going against, the person that you're going against, and they're not viewing it from that perspective,
right?
How much weight does that carry? Now we butting heads again, right? So let's say, you can put a wig on me real quick, and I'm the lady at the table, right? And this man over here, and you over here saying, look, I'm trying to win this battle. I'm looking at it like, yeah, look, I'm for that. I'm for that. Here we go. If you battling, you said battle is another word for war. Okay, if that's the case, anything that happened locally, is that considered a war of the battle? No. But when we go internationally, when it's bigger on a grander scale, it becomes a war. So I'm going to ask you, in your transparent moment, here go a moment where you can really be transparent to the audience by just answering this question. Do you feel like when you had your communication barriers with your situations, was it more because of a misunderstanding between what was war versus was it a battle? And was it important? Here we go. When you walked away, because you tell me your mentality was you was all about the battle. Every time you went into the battle, you walked away, did you feel like it was justified?
Once I realized I was only fighting myself.
Fighting yourself. Big piece.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I can't beat something I don't see what's going on.
Right. Can't be something if you can't see what's going on.
So that's why I told you I took myself out.
Right, and that was your battle.
I removed myself. Like,
true.
I'm going to still see them go through the same stuff they was going through before I removed myself.
So intrinsically, and for people who know what intrinsic mean, that's stuff on the inside. Yeah. Stuff that you can't feel and touch. Like if you had a job, an extrinsic reward would be give you a day off, give you a bonus, give you a box of pizza for lunch. Because it's physical. Right. So, and from that vein, it's for you too, P. Did you get more of an intrinsic satisfaction from that? And also know that you imparted that trait intrinsically into your seed versus the extrinsic reward. when we're choosing between battle and war with our kid in the middle of all that?
As far as like my son,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still battling with him.
What kind of battle? Is it a war of attrition in the mind? Is it just a mind battle?
It's a mind battle.
Okay.
Matter of fact, he took psychology up in school.
So he used that to combat you. But you know what that means, Lord? That's a big salute to you. Cause he feel like he gotta go weaponize himself with something.
Yeah, I've been
Right. So
like mentally more of a monster.
I believe it. Hey, you think good brothers and good sisters, let me tell you this about me here. I don't ever sit in the company of anybody that ain't got that A game. I don't sit amongst betas. I don't. I'm not arguing when I say that. Me and betas just don't see eye to eye. Because guess what the beta going to do when you look them in the eye? They're going to look away.
Yeah, they're going to
Fold. Understand, when I'm in the room, I read the room. Remember when I came here a week ago? You walked in the room, I said, I studied you for the first 2 minutes. You passed my test just off of the presentation, how you allowed me to be accepted into your space. Right. So understand that you never got to come with the purpose of that. I know a decent man or woman when I come across one. I've been in this thing way too long. Dr. Umar, that's what you talking about? Dr. Umar Johnson? I think that's what you talking about. But long story short, I knew the caliber of man you were the minute you walked in for the first 2 minutes. Would not even agree in this endeavor on any level if I knew the man that actually was the revolution in that sense was a fake time, a full-time broad and fake part-time broad. Martin quote. You're not. So trust me, I know that. I know you are a stand-up 10 on 10 on anything that goes on within your, and that's why I can ask you those questions, because I know that you'll give the people exactly.
They probably don't even like that.
They don't like to hear it. So here we go. That's why it says a war of attrition. Because see, your son, you having a battle with him.
Yeah.
You're not feeling fully, your appetite is not fully satisfied yet. You can tell that because you say, well, he went to school, and you said, and he tried to use that, and then you say, I already know, because I ain't. Exactly. You want to get that transition, see, you got him on the hook because he's in school doing all the right things, but he's still mentally still trying to pull out them strings.
Yeah.
This is what a lot of these parents are having a hard time with. We got to break that barrier, because see, it's not when a kid going to fall in line when they intimidate you or when they start to kind of find their voice, like say middle school. Right. 7th grade is when they become politically and socially aware. That's the study I learned during my master's program. Right. Okay, so 7th grade, their ego goes up. They become way more self-actualized, self-aware. Political views, and this is from a 7th grader, because we had to do a study on this in the class. Right. Like their political awareness is meaning this their views in life, not presidency in life, but this views on what's
ups
thorough,
and downs, goods and bads, right?
What's upstanding, what's street, black, white, gray. These are all things that comes with all that. You dig what I'm saying? There we go. So with all that, there's always some key pieces that we pull from with what we're doing here in our day-to-day. So some of them essentials going to be, the main thing in my opinion, is always going to be from the basis of communicating. You just sat here and say about your son, big communication piece. You sat here, referred to his women, his queens of his children. He stopped it, so he said, baby, mom, up. Then he had to think. And as he was thinking, I also was like, up. Because that is a revolution over there. You got to change your mind by the way the information that we are putting.
It's hard to change your mind.
It is.
And others still attack. Right? Listen, I know, right? Y'all are on a different path from me, right? Because y'all have literally.
I'm here to check his ass.
Look, y'all have literally looked, right, and seen the other side of life. Both of y'all.
But we still trying to touch it.
Right?
That's a difference. So,
right. And for me, yeah, I had a stroke. I went through my little medical condition, but I still I wasn't on that other side, right? Where it was like, damn. You feel me? So, y'all are on a different path or a different wave than
here we go.
I
It's
am.
like this. Certain situations in life are going to give you different levels of clarity.
Right.
The more
I can't.
closer to home it is to you.
Right.
So even if it ain't life situation, right? Here we go. Start with your kids. That's big.
Right.
That's always gonna be even bigger than me.
Right.
My family, right? I will bleed. I will
Absolutely
die. I will die for
1,000 times over.
No questions
The
asked.
worst death. The
I'm
worst
gonna
possible
say this
death.
to all the
right?
parents that will die for the kid.
Right.
What I'm not gonna die for is the uckery. Say that, mom and dad. Understand this when I say that. I'm not dying for the uckery, meaning my kid don't have these essentials that this show was based on in the beginning, this gender thing.
Right.
Where back in the day, doctor, lawyer, these were things that were, you don't hear that no more. It's done. Nobody no parent telling their kid to be a doctor, lawyer. I mean, there's different jobs now that's even more lucrative or trending.
That's why I asked you, is that contact creation?
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. It put a limitation to those that are trying to find a quick hit. You already know since this social media boom, since the pandemic and everything, when it comes to our younger ones, most especially with the older ones, that's even worse. But the younger ones, because it's not tamed, they all got their mind and focus and scope on that, but don't understand what comes with it.
Majority of the kids in this area from Chester, they're still sports related to the young men. To the girls, it's hair related, it's makeup related, right? You know,
so we gotta open that scope.
Because I was in the schools last year and I was asking everybody what they wanted to do, right? And majority of them, if they were men, they basketball, football. You feel me? If they were little girls, it was hair, nails. You feel me? Like, there's no real plan behind it,
Once
right?
Again, casting system.
And I told them,
or
you feel
CNA.
me?
Whole time out, you forgot that one.
No.
The certified.
Nope.
Nurses
Hair,
is not bad.
Hair and nails. That's what I received. You feel me?
Well, thank you for the uckery, right? I love it.
And for me, you know, understand that these kids are the future, right?
Yes.
Understanding like, I said, y'all need to have another plan. So what we're going to do today is, I get you want to make it to the NFL, I get you want to make it to the NBA, but think of another career outside of that you want to go after, right? And then we're going to do a plan based on that. So I did more work on them to just imagine themselves in different positions than I did podcast work. And that's why I said their imaginations are shot, because they're dealing with reality more than we were.
And technically,
we didn't have this much reality.
And that's not a
you
bad
understand what I'm
thing.
saying?
Because here you go. You can learn from that. See,
learn from what?
No, not you. They're learning from that based by, here you go, your past experience.
Right.
You just explained it.
Right.
Go ahead. Your past experience. So when this new coming up and their imagination is shot, where their wellspring?
But if I'm not allowed to get to them,
here you go. You got your platform. You getting laid down.
Right. I get it.
But we're changing. We're revolutionizing the way John P. thinks.
Yes, we are.
Public service announcement. I told my man, I'm going to be a part of this. We are going to revolutionize the way John P. thinks.
Yeah, get him.
He is no longer going to be the city's martyr. Public service announcement. John P. on today, September the 6th, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's Saturday. Officially at 12:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He's no longer going to be the martyr or glutton of punishment that he takes and bleeds for his beliefs in you, in the city, his kids, even within himself. He is going to show you how he's going to evolve through each episode here. Because we're going to peel him just like an onion. And I'm being very generous with him by peeling him like an onion, because he understands that onion has many what, John P?
Layers.
Thank you. Thank you, Bill. He has plenty of layers. So we're going to make sure that we get him out his old way. This is how we're going to get the messaging right. Because it's never a defeated moment when somebody's at least willing to shut their mouth and listen to you speak.
Right.
That's the first thing. They might look, their lips might be poked out, their fists might be bald, their eyes might be tense, their brows might be furrowed. If they're not saying anything, guess what?
Listening.
They're listening. We got to stop feeding into the emotion that's on the sleeve. We have 3 men here that bleed that exponentially. If people understand what exponentially mean, that means a lot.
A whole lot.
A whole lot. That means you're pouring not just you in it, you're pouring in your afterlife, your soul. You even pouring in your reincarnated life. You even putting in your, if you make penance and go to heaven, hell, Mecca, wherever it is, you want to gamble that time there too. You want to do some burn time for that. So I'm just saying that we want to peel that layer. Hey, Bill, same thing with you. We want to peel that. Because the main thing is y'all got great things to put to the table.
I'm gonna help you peel it.
And I'm here to unpeel. And I know Abdul I can't see up there. I'm sorry.
So Abdul Wakil does a show on Sundays. It's called Finding Humility Through Change.
Okay,
right? So,
give him a plug. So I'm gonna say who's my name. It's good brother Marv, but here we gonna just call me The Voice with a DA. The Voice.
The Voice.
I just want to help navigate this team, our team, into digging into them spaces that they're so well equipped. They got it. And I'm going to continue to add and contribute to it so they can really flourish, so we can really flourish in our messaging. Because we want everybody to be able to pull from that. It ain't just a solo act here as far as when dealing with our kids. It takes a village to raise a child, right?
That's what we was taught.
And every corner they go to of that village should have something that's common with all the other villages.
Yeah.
And that's why that good food list is going to be important. Because we need a blueprint. All these years we've been telling people what to do, how to do it, boom, 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 boom. But you need a whole clear-cut agenda. We got to educate them. Like P said, he feel like he haven't seen the other side with clarity. No, you've been on the other side. Just here you go. How long you doing the stand upstate, good brother? Did that time that was you sitting on the other side? Because I never been there.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Never been there.
Right.
Don't want to be there.
Oh, you don't want to be there?
Don't want to be there. I'm sure you don't want to go back to there.
Oh, hell no. That's why I
All
changed
right.
my life.
So that's where you got your clarity.
Right.
And since you came out, look what happened. You came out, look where we sitting at now.
Right. But that was, there was different steps to this, right? It was,
Listen.
it is. Look, to change from being someone who didn't love themselves into someone who thought about themselves.
And now you love yourself.
I went from not loving myself to thinking about my children.
Awesome.
Right? Before I even thought about myself. Right? So coming home from jail, going into jail, I didn't love myself and I didn't love my children. Right? Because
coming out.
Going in.
I'm saying, but coming out.
Coming out, I loved my children.
Because was it a sense of you missing them?
It was a sense of me missing them. And
sense of seeing them not grow up.
And saying to my son,
without you there,
I will never leave you again. And I meant that.
You hear that, man?
That was over.
Message.
But you fell in love with yourself, though.
Yes.
Your children.
You understood yourself.
I get that.
So here we go.
But I had to listen. I had to understand that. So
solitary confinement
came
got John
home,
P. Street.
Came home from jail.
Yes.
But I was still hustling, but I wasn't hanging out with the same people. You feel me? I was by myself.
Your scope changed.
By myself, like completely. I'm not paying for nobody to get high. I ain't paying for nobody to be around me. I'm by myself. Whatever happens, happens. Then I go to Mississippi. I work on the oil spill. I make good money, right? I come home. I'm getting unemployment. Things are moving. Things start happening, right? And then I say, damn, I want to start a radio station, right? But after therapy, going to therapy and understanding that the things that I buried.
Say that again.
Therapy.
Tell that to the people one more time.
After I went to therapy.
Thank you. Why is that important, P? This is what I mean by we gonna unpeel this onion.
Because my therapist
so
put...
Can I just jump
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The reason why I'm going to keep on interrupting, folks, I know y'all want us to roll with certain thoughts. This show, podcast, whatever you want to call it, we want it to be different by making sure we are clearly defining all of these steps. Because everybody talk about these things, but there was never nobody that really disseminated the information and broke it down and regurgitated in a way that can make it relatable to you. So we want to make sure when he's saying, when the therapy, because, he let that roll off the tongue like it's simple. First of all, the stigma is with the black community, therapy, you a weak A-N, a wine.
It takes a strong person.
Do I have to even define what wine mean in the hood? Okay, and if you don't understand what WAN is, then I can't tell you. I'm sorry, I can't give you a hood pass. But in the streets, you know what a WAN is. That's how you're perceived if you was to go seek to air out. Versus the dumb route, which we all choose to take in our life in the community. We go ahead and swing the rug until we filled up like a volcano. And if you get a bottle of Coke, Pepsi, and you shake it up, once the top pop off, what's popping off? It's done. It's fizzling.
It's everywhere.
You fizzled out. So the reason why I had P stop about the therapy thing, I needed him to really make you understand that wasn't an easy step.
It wasn't.
Right.
All right.
Because of the public humiliation he's going to receive from his circle. I'm going to help him out with this.
No, I had already, listen,
You made it, listen.
Listen, it was a couple things
physically you had it made up, right?
It was a couple things that led me to go to therapy.
Right, but peep this. You went.
Right.
Also because you knew he was ready for change. Also knowing that you already know what that looks like to them. You're a wine, a WAN.
I didn't ever care about that.
See, once again.
I never care
How
about
many don't care? How many don't care?
If you think I'm weak, come take something.
We got to
from me.
speak.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I learned. That's what I learned meeting Billy Ray, because we just talked about this. When we met in high school, he said it was 4 people around me. They was trying to take my pager, right? I wasn't scared of the moment. It was just too many people.
Too many. You was overwhelmed.
Right? And I've never dealt with anything like that.
He
So
came
it's like,
right
yo,
in.
get off me, right?
He came right in, shrugged them off.
Came right in and said, yo, chill. Yo. Like, and I knew
right there.
Respect was given to him. So I wanted that respect.
That was power.
That he received.
That was power.
So how did he do all this, right? How can I get it, right? So that's just fast forward, right? When I went to therapy, I didn't care how
talks like this.
I didn't care how nobody viewed me, right?
P don't talk like this, folks.
It wasn't.
Look at the emotion.
I went to therapy. I already got jumped at the RS club. Down there, lost my eye, right? I cheated on my wife countless times, to the point where I had 4 kids, 3 different baby moms.
You was out here clanging and banging.
I was tripping, bro. Like, but honestly, I really didn't think I would live to see 37, because again, I was suicidal.
Your mind wasn't right.
You feel me? Like,
GPS was off. No pilot behind the wheel.
I really didn't want to live. You feel me? Because it just wasn't fair what I was receiving. So I switched over. I went to therapy and talked to my therapist. He sat me down in the room, bro. I took my ex-wife there, and we tried to talk about, the things that we did. And he said, you're covert, she's overt. Or you're overt, she's covert. She hides, you don't have no problem with letting everything out, right?
Right.
So I just exploded. You feel me?
Young King, what's up, man? That's my man, Little P. You already know. There you go.
I let everything out, right? And at the end, we talked, and she was like, I just want to co-parent. Left it there. I kept going back to therapy.
And there we go. Let's stop there.
Right. There's a one.
What made you? What's the one thing that made you feel like, damn, I gotta go back, even though my work was done? The work was done with the immediate thing. Because what made you seek solace, knowing that this is a tool that's gonna be resourceful to you? What stood out? Think about them points, so our listeners can know what to look for.
The fact that he made me look at myself differently. He made me answer questions that no one has ever asked me before.
Here we go. I'm gonna ask this to you, because I'm in that field. I do therapy on the side.
Right.
I do therapy things on the side as well. I know a big piece with that is the trust.
Right.
And a lot of times we do go with people that we know first, because we don't go to therapists first. We go to our friends, our most trusted, like in the mob, our consigliere RA, or in the street, our right-hand man, our red.
Right.
We still hold back the real truths even to our closest people. Can we agree with that?
Yeah. I mean,
versus going to somebody that you don't know, like in the form of a therapist.
I never had nobody that
where
I trusted.
Now you can unload because he or she don't know you from a can of paint.
I never had anybody that I trusted.
So was it liberating for you?
It was.
Knowing that you can talk to somebody that at the end of the day, once you clear out your bag, pretty much professionally, that person can't say anything.
Yeah, I wanted to clean the room up. So when I left with my ex-wife, we were talking about, he was talking about how messy my room was. Everything that I had, all the women, all the lies, all the betrayal, all the things that I did.
All the deceit.
Yeah. And he said, I would really love for you to come back so we can clean that room up. Right. And
you felt comfortable enough to say,
fuck it, I've already done everything. Right, there's no reason why I can't go back and figure out what I haven't done.
Here we go.
You feel me? So
you were a willing participant,
absolutely,
in your program.
Yep.
And to be honest, let's look at society again. I just like to put thought-provoking questions out there. Is society willing? Here we go. Let me recut even more. In our community, not just in Chester, but representing us, the melanated population. Are we all on that same type of mindset?
No.
And what's holding us back? To be able to do that, knowing it ties back into what we talk about. See how everything's keep coming back into our topic for the day, right? Because we always want to bring that back. We want our viewers to know that we can digress.
Fair.
When we digress, it always come back to where we don't forget the main reason why we air today. Our underlying topic is, coming up in today's world, the gender identity with professions and why that's not happening. Well, we had to go to the history first, the mentality piece. Maybe in another episode, we'll talk about the physical piece as far as you actually going to go pursue that.
Right.
And you can't pursue it if you ain't got the essentials to even go
Right.
want to pursue it.
Right.
If you don't have the mindset to want to clear out your closet, that's another episode.
Right.
Mindset clearing out your closet. That's a deep one. We gotta note that. Bill, talk to me, man. We here. We here, bro.
It's like.
Yes, I love it. Let's get it, man.
Like for real.
Hey, salute Dante. What up, good brother?
I'm gonna put a high number on this.
Go ahead.
To me personally, like 97% of our people are dealing with a mental illness.
Absolutely.
They are being assisted by others
Dealing with a mental
dealing
illness.
with a mental illness.
If I'm listening, you know I need
Right.
So there's
You know,
circles.
that's it.
Their circle are only filled with people with mental illness.
Right.
So when a subject of logic is entered into their atmosphere,
They shoot it down.
they get
Boom!
crazy
Subject of
and
logic.
feel as though you're hating.
Why you hating on me?
Listen, this is what I'm saying, folks. Y'all don't understand what y'all got on y'all hands.
So I don't talk a lot.
These men jumped in the booth at 11 o'clock. We were at 1:11.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That's why I don't even talk a lot.
I know.
2 hours and 11 minutes so far worth of,
You know, I
2 hours and 7 minutes, man.
worth
We
of
can do it.
good.
You know, I always
Pearls.
assess.
Right.
I always sit back and assess.
Right.
But that here we go.
I'm more of the talker. I'm more of the, why are you doing this? I need to know. I need to ask questions.
And people, as
Right.
far as the talker,
Right.
the listener,
Right.
the mover,
Yeah.
when that's gonna move the needle.
Mm-hmm.
Not many have all three traits.
No,
I feel like that's your starting point.
Right.
Allah, God, whoever your maker is, Yahweh. If I miss any of them, I'm sorry.
Right.
Your creator gave you 2 eyes, 2 ears, 1 mouth.
Mm-hmm. For a reason.
You listen more,
Mm-hmm.
you observe more.
Mm-hmm. You talk.
You say less because what you listen and observe, your actions are going to follow suit. Because that's just who you are. It's intrinsically real. Gatorade, is it in you? Right.
Is it in you?
Is it in you? Pause. But Gatorade, is it in you?
No, don't do that.
And I don't even do that. I don't do the pause. Listen,
don't
once
do that.
again.
We are from a generation where
I
we
know,
don't
let
pause.
me, here we go. I'm back at P on this one. Here we go. I'm revolutionizing the way P think on things as well.
We don't pause.
Yeah, I know we don't. And he ain't let me finish because as soon as I said it, I was going to drop the other side to that. I was going to say, but for the disclaimer, I was saying to our young audience that might get a kick out of that. But listen, we're all men here, 100% thoroughbreds. We don't got to pause none of that because we have to deal with what's going on in today's world. But we are. Here we go.
That's
He
a
just
fun
said
pause.
we have to be actively aware of what's
How
going on.
many Biggie
Right.
verses did we
True,
say?
true.
Fuck him in that,
So, but
throw him
like,
over the bridge.
see,
like,
Bill understood my vernacular with that. That was a humor pause. I'm not even a pause guy. I don't ever say that. I got 2 women.
she looks so good. I suck on her. Like,
Right.
come on.
Right.
Now we pausing everything.
Now here we go. We pausing everything because life has taken a pause with the way everybody moves.
No, they took a pause. I don't.
We
take
gotta
no
take a
pause.
mental
Nah,
inventory.
truthfully, like Biggie was one of the first ones that.
Yeah, he started that. He made it
Pause.
come. Yeah, he made. Yeah. They were. Yeah. Yes.
Biggie ain't never say
Yeah,
pause.
you gotta go back and listen to his music.
We'll
All
go
right,
back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and listen
We'll go
to
back and listen.
because I know he ain't say pause.
But
That
listen,
pause
Mr.
stuff is-
Exercise your mind on a revolutionary time. End of the day, you just said something that's big when it comes to our people that we don't take full advantage of. It's just starting. I mean, I'm hearing more people actively engaging in that piece with the mental awareness. But once again, this all ties back to the topic of the show about the gender and clearly defining these roles. It starts at home first, ladies and gentlemen.
It does.
Like if we're not moving and grooving on that same vein, and I'm not saying we gotta have a universal good food list, but if you got all these good food lists and they're all different, here we go. We're oversaturated with ideas.
Yes, we are.
Social media and content creation allow you to let your imagination afloat, but you still need somebody to help you navigate and
Navigate
cultivate
those
that
waters, bro.
to the best of your ability.
Again.
And then, as you're doing that at a young age, when they enter the working world, now they're armed with whatever core essentials that you instilled in them. But it cannot be interrupted. We come from villages with raising childs, but now we're more of a more complex construct when it comes to home. The village no longer raised a child, so we got to stop living off of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's done. Let's put that quote is dead. DOA, dead on arrival. Now, the house raises its own damn child.
can you give life back to them?
It's tough. Here we go. I'm an education film. I'm telling you from an educator standpoint.
And that's what
I want to be a superhero, right? Here we go. I'm going on year 20 education field.
All right.
Year 1, my mentality. Year 1 through 3. Every kid came in there. I had my cape on. Saving all these mother scunners. I'm getting them all. They're going to listen to me. My algorithm is not even tried and true, but I believe in myself. So my algorithm worked for me.
Right.
Best believe it's going to work for everybody else.
Right.
Years 1 through 3, that output didn't look too good, those results.
Mm-hmm.
I said all of them. Keyword, I said all. I didn't say 1. I didn't say 2. I said all my class. During my first 3 years, I'm reaching about 5, which is a great number for somebody starting off in the field who left corporate America. I left corporate America to go into teaching. Think about it.
Right.
Right. But here we go. Because my standard, my upbringing, the expectation that was instilled in my house, my food that was on my plate, in spite of all the BS and obstacles that we were going through, I had a consistent food palate that armed me. So when that time came, in that moment, I didn't look at like years 1 to 3. Damn, I didn't get my whole class. I said, you know what you said? You said, forget what people think about me. And it was you. I had that similar moment. All right, well, I reached 5. I got 5 parents consistently buying in. Year 1, it was 2. Year 2, it was 3. Year 3, it was 5. By the time year 4, it's 15. Year 5, I plateaued. That was my whole class. Since then, a whole class. Because I took the time to kind of assimilate
Absolutely.
the different personalities. I'm in spec ed. Let me say again, behavior spec ed. That's a whole nother level. I am with all that America is afraid of. I am with the Meek Mills when he was young boy riding dirt bike mentality. I am with the NBA young boys of the world right now.
Right.
I'm with all those. Benny the Butcher.
Right.
I'm around that.
Right.
I see it up close and personal. I've been in that for 17 years of my life.
Right.
Still, all boys school right now. Same makeup as what we're hearing about all these young men we're trying to reach on this episode.
Right.
You're a therapist, right?
I'm that too.
Question, right?
Go ahead.
Being so like the children that you teaching, right?
Yes.
They was already let down by a male
Yes.
figure already. I'm not saying.
No, go ahead. Talk to me. Talk to me.
But the mass majority.
Oh, I can tell you. I know you're going there. How many of them had male in their life?
Yeah.
I give you a percent. Give me your percentage. And I'll tell you higher or lower. Go ahead. Give me one. Out of 0 to 100.
Smell.
I'll give you an example. Here we go.
If you got 10,
I'll say this. I do IEPs.
22%.
I mean, we know what IEP means.
Right.
22%.
Okay, before you say number, let me help you out with this. I'm gonna help you out with a number that you can work with. We can gamble. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We shaking the dice at the crap table. But you put your bet down, you gotta see what the line is. You don't know if I door blowed you 7 or 11, or the snake eyes at 12 or 3, crap. We got a point.
Right.
Let me drop my point on you first, right? And then let's see if your answer come out different.
Right.
All right. So IEP, individualized education plan. That's all that is. For any kid that got, as far as the spectrum, autism, all the way down to behaviors, which all mine got the behaviors. ODD, oppositional defiance disorder. Okay. Anxiety, conduct disorder. All the things that, for example, oppositional defiance disorder. If I tell you to sit down, you want to stand up. I tell you to stand up, you want to sit down. Me knowing that going to my classroom, reverse psychology.
Everybody stand up. They sit down.
And they looking at me like, yeah, one up on you, right? So with that being said, with all that, going into these meetings, the parents, the family supposed to come to the meeting. My 20 years of teaching, 17 being in special education. Each year, you said 22%. You still stay on that number from what I told you?
I'm listening.
So in these meetings, it's always female dominated. Only man in the room that was of their color was me.
Right.
So 0%.
5. Each year I have a caseload of about maybe 40. I meet about 2 dads. Say less. I've been teaching for 20 years. 17 times 2 is how many? 34. I got about 40 every year. 40 times 17. That's a number. 40 times 10 is 400. 7 times 10 is 70. Put that together, it's 470 students. And I just said 2 out the 17, 34 out of how many? – 34. What's my big 400 number I just said to you?
470.
There you go. What's that percent? That's less than 5%.
Right.
You take 34 and divide by 470, I guarantee you folks, I love my numbers. That's less than 5%. 5%.
That ain't even 10%. It's 47. 10% is 47.
So my thing to you, good brothers, is this is where we're having our problem because we're absent. So it's not that the fathers and moms not putting into their kids. First thing we need to do, I think is a good closeout because it'll be a good talking point for the next one. What do the parents have to do to make sure their kids don't fall when they fall?
I think this is just me coming from a person that has experience with.
We gonna him go ahead, rock out because
with
Bob
different
just went off over there.
With different
Bob, I'm feeling he burning me up. He like 1,000 watts, so we got me sweating. He pee.
A lot of people don't like to stay where we were, right?
Right. Comfort zone.
There was a time.
Is that a comfort zone?
Yes. But
okay.
It could be seen as a comfort zone. It could be seen as how God intended us to be.
Facts.
Right. Men were created to be protectors, providers, hunters.
Casting system.
Not so much a casting
Still is.
Not so much a casting
I'm gonna ask
system.
you this question because you are the bow and the spear and the shucker, knife shucker, right?
Right.
If that didn't exist, you on this planet, knowing how your mind is, your mind.
Right.
Somebody tell you how to cut your bones, or you gonna go figure the heck out, and this is what's working for you. See it's working, you gonna start.
But the things ain't working.
Okay.
We're having these conversations because things ain't working.
No, we're saying the things ain't working with the caste system.
No, things don't work for the caste. Things work for the caste system if you leave it alone and let it go, right?
So,
if you try to alter it, if you try to move it to fit you, I don't like this, so this is why what I am.
But that's where we're at with it.
I don't want to cook, so I don't want to be I don't want to go out here and make money and do everything, so I'm going to be a stay-at-home dad, right?
So John P.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me straighten up my bow here.
Go ahead,
I got to talk very sophisticated to you, Mr. John P.
Go ahead.
Mr. John P.
Right.
You saying all these things, Mr. John P., and you have a very compelling argument with the things that you're saying.
Right.
I'm asking you, Mr. John P.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, they put you a little now behind out there in the woods. And before you walk into the casting system, you got to survive. Mm-hmm. And then you walk into the casting system. You done lived out this joint surviving already on your own algorithm.
Right.
Is it easy to jump into that casting system knowing that your system kind of, through the struggles and tears, which creates fortitude,
right?
Which a lot of this generation is missing, the mental fortitude, because things has been so easy with the casting system, right? Because with the casting system, your imagination get extinguished. Coming from an uber artist as yourself, you should know better. Because the casting system would say, hey man, radio ain't for you right now. You need to go get this skill.
I said I don't fuck with the casting system.
Right. So we ain't gonna advocate for it.
I'm not
It's cool. Now here we go. To live in this world, everybody gotta jump out there in the beginning. Because you need to know the value of your worth to fully understand your worth. You gonna go independent. So I'll say this, trying to find your identity. I know, because with this content creation, I'm seeing a lot of students, that's all they talk about. They not even saying they're going to school to do anything that's going to help out as far as in a medical field.
No, they're not worried about
education field, the law field. It's all fun.
I had a conversation with a young brother that broke
fun.
He broke his foot. I said, you play football, you broke your foot. I said, how many black doctors do you see when you go to the doctors? He said, I don't see none.
So now,
I said, shouldn't that make you want to be a doctor? So you can help athletes like you get better and heal?
It's a lane.
He's like, I ain't even think about that.
That's why I left corporate
I said,
America.
no, but you want to play football. You 5'2" in the 12th grade. You ain't playing no football.
Let me tell you the way I was thinking, because I'm with you, because we still got Bill that had a great, I wanted to leave.
Right.
It's there, but we making sure, once again, also on this show, we're going to know how to give you the information in a way we don't just hit you with all the key points all in 5 minutes. We want you to tune in and be able to, anytime you tune in, there's a talking point that, I got to stay there for about 10 minutes. That's all we want, 10 minutes of your time. Each viewer give us 10 minutes, we're going to get something. I promise you that. So, I know you got that on the cooker. Yeah. It's on the cooker. It's slow roasting. It's there. It's marinated. You ready to put it in the oven?
Yeah, I'm ready to sauce it up.
Go ahead. Here we go. Sauce him up.
So back to the initial statement you made as far as like where do we leave the children?
Yes.
When the parents go through what they go through.
Yes, meaning if the parents ain't right. I'm just saying for the audience because they might have forgot. So Mr. Bill is saying when the parents ain't right, which was my statement, if they ain't right and they're at the table trying to get their family to be all in one accord. How's that even possible when both heads of the table are opposite ends?
It
Figuratively and literally speaking, by the way.
it put the children in a hard place under a rock. Because they can't even really, like, distinguish what's going on.
Right.
Like, cause they still looking for love. And they see y'all constantly at each other's neck and always arguing. It's like they get pushed out the picture because their feelings don't matter right now.
Always. It never mattered.
Their feelings, like, you're a kid, you don't supposed to feel nothing.
That's bad.
But
We have ingrained that. That's another old generation. Yeah, you don't hear that now.
yeah,
See, it seemed like our older parents back then had that mentality. And it's funny, I had this conversation with my wife the other day about this whole thing. We really believe that our parents was on top of us, right? We all want grit. Everybody was on top of us. I'll admit you with this. When your ass went outside, they gave us full freedom.
man.
So technically, was it that they were on top of us, or they just trusted the world that we lived in to say, look, I know my kid coming back home, because I know supervision was just come back before a certain time, come back before the lights come on, stuff like that.
Yeah. But
That don't exist nowadays.
it's crazy. We was trusted as kids.
Yes. We were trusted as young adults.
We was trusted, like,
And now that leash has gotten shorter,
yeah. But the world got more crazy.
got more crazier, because it got more imagination
Yeah.
and oversaturated with things that's really not talking to the vein that's supposed to be talking to.
Listen, that mental illness,
It's a real thing.
it's more people with mental illness having children.
Yes.
That their children is born with that, or double the mental illness.
Yes. Yeah, look, if they didn't get it checked out, and now they got their spawn or spawns out here,
Yeah, true story.
they are doubling and tripling down on what hasn't been checked.
Yup,
And that spawn got triple worth for that.
yup.
And then if that don't get checked, when they make their spawn, then that was 6 times worth that. It keep on doubling up.
Yeah.
And then eventually you're in this conundrum. You're in this perfect storm where you see all this bull crap going on.
I know you ever heard this movie called Idiocy?
Mm-hmm.
Man, Emil Smith turned me on to this joint. Listen, he was like, Ricky,
Good movie.
you gotta watch this movie.
Good movie.
When I watched this movie, bro, it really talked about today's society.
Just like The Matrix.
I'm like, yo.
I do one better, man.
Like, we doomed, bro.
Bill, see, go
Doomed.
no further than Keanu Reeves.
I don't think we're doomed.
We're
I
not
think we
doomed.
just have to change, bro.
This is it. We got to change
Damn.
in the areas where there's no policing, meaning with today's youth, understand what they're into, and there's no people really in them spaces right now, the things they're into. Let's be honest.
Right.
We are all holding on to the old way. Since I'm on the front line in the school,
Right.
I see that the old way, that's different now. You get what I'm saying? Like, kid not going to, when you talking to a kid and not privy to or receptive to, oh, you want to make something yourself, come be a doctor. They looking at you, they pretty much, they going tone.
Why would I be a doctor
Go
when I
be a
can make
lawyer.
so much money
The
being?
lawyer's a op.
Mm.
They work with the cops. So you can't even do the last one.
Oh, man.
The lawyer's a op.
How's a
Because he
lawyer
work with the
not?
cops. I ain't telling you the rhymes, the nursery rhymes I've heard in my career. I teach middle school all the way up to secondary.
The
All up to college.
lawyer is a op.
Because he worked for the ops.
How the
District
ops
attorney.
get you off?
Because they look at district attorneys. He's a lawyer, prosecutor.
It's another lawyer on the other side.
But still, he's an op.
So
'Cause
go be a defense
You know why?
attorney.
They are in partnership with the police.
And what's wrong with being a cop?
Well, that's what we got to change, and so here we go. This is going to be wrong with being a cop. You got to put the cool hustle, you got to be the cop. Which technically in today's world, a lot of the cool hustlers are cops in their own right, no pun intended, but, right? But it's just different. So, first thing we need to do, I see, he's loving the vernacular. It's going to take him a month to get used to this. And it's cool, I'm loving it because that's flowers on both ends, man. I appreciate that. On some real humble 100, listen, man, we don't give enough flowers when we are here.
We don't.
So I'm going to say this as an artist, I totally enjoy it when somebody vibe with me. And understand where I'm going at with my messaging because it makes me know mission accomplished.
Yes.
And the same thing here on the other end because it's reciprocated. I show a different way. I do this all the time. So you know when I'm tapping that damn bell,
I make little noises. And
I do all that. You understand my? You understand my? Yes.
Smile,
This is the energy. And honestly, and this is what I'm saying. We gotta revolutionize our minds.
It's crazy because you right at the threshold. Like you got them right there.
Yeah, number.
So you get to understand. Like
Great talking point.
you get to like,
And it made me a better father.
So that's how y'all is.
Bill, it made me a better father. My first one is a boy. I got 3.
Yeah.
Me working with all boys in that sense. So everything I'm telling them, I get to come home and practice at home. So I knew when to take this, the like light approach, mid-level approach, or we gotta put our foot down. I had less of this with my son all those years, and I had probably 2 moments like that with him because of the food that was once again on his plate.
So basically, like, I'm gonna give y'all the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking you a question.
Go ahead, talk to me.
Right, I'm gonna give y'all the floor. I need y'all to like express yourself to me.
Yes.
How many of them boys in your class you think would actually stand up and take the initiative? Like, Mr. Marvin, you know what, today?
You know what? If they had it at home, over 90%.
Damn.
I tell you this, there's a lot of emotion that goes with the young man when he is missing those essential pieces of food that's supposed to be on his plate. Mm-hmm. First thing is culturally being accepted. When you don't have that kind of food on your plate, you kind of stand out like a sore thumb amongst your peers. Yes, you and your peers latch on to the things that you stand out with or which aren't good traits. And it becomes a part of who and you are and it starts to shape your identity, which goes back into, I'm bringing it back to the show. Can't defy your identity when you're going through your own personal identity crisis. Oh. So they had somebody, here you go. I know when my kids come in. Here you go. Here you go. They can call this like a classroom. You've been in my class for 2 hours. How do you feel just being in my presence? Just from, take this off the show, we just talking. Like, pretend you're a student right now and somebody's asked you to evaluate Mr. Payne in presence. So just being in my presence, right? What are some of the emotions that, or how you feel that comes out? Just being in a room hearing me talking, especially when pearls are being dropped. And this is mine. It's coming from man to man right now. This ain't from man to young, impressionable teenage boys, so it's going to be way more profound with them. Let's start there.
As soon as you walked in, I was like, yo, the energy level rose.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, for me.
In which way, though? Here we go, because we got to say this to our people.
Right.
What made the energy level roll when I come into the room? What were the things where I observed? Because these are things that our viewers need to be looking out for their kids.
I feel the presence of good.
Right, okay.
So
if you got good in you, you already, your body is already shifting in that direction.
Even like I was talking to people before we aired, I was like, people don't know, like, you attract what you are.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
magnetic.
So when you
that magnetism real.
When you came in, my aura lit up.
We uplift each other. Everybody's aura. Yes.
I'm like, yeah.
And it was a surprise because I was aura at the door when P saw me the door. Like, what you doing here? I knew he wanted to curse on there. Go ahead, boy. So like, come on in.
Like, it's a different explanation coming from me.
Good, I love it. So you're going through your revolution right now.
Yeah, me telling them how I felt was like, I can tell them I was walking on cloud 68 when you walked in.
Love it,
like,
love
you
it.
Took so much weight off my feet.
Because it ain't just on you now.
Yeah, not just that.
You felt comfortable? I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you walk through.
I'm gonna say a word that I know because people don't like.
Go ahead.
I felt the presence of another God into the room.
Here we go. I'll help you out with that. You can stop me for a moment. Yes, folks. I'm good with breaking down. Yeah. What good brother Bill trying to say is he felt vulnerable enough that there was no ego. That got checked at the door. So he's not calling me God status. He's just saying at the end of the day, as men, black men, we walk into every arena, business room amongst friends, even mostly important with family. We do come in these rooms and spaces very guarded up. And it takes very unique, magnetic, charismatic individuals, and mostly important, highly intelligent that get it, that get it out there. Don't think they're above anything. That you're able to read that presence in the room to be able to allow you to be in vulnerability. So no, I know exactly what you mean by that. You get what I'm saying? But let our viewers know that it's the vulnerability that when somebody come in the room, like, ooh. When I walked into the room, and she starting with P at the door, it was like, we back. I ain't seen nothing. He smiled at me because he like, yo, I just told you to just critique the damn show.
Right.
Here you are. You made me happy again. Here you go, doing Marvin things.
Doing the Marvin
things.
Right.
Always gotta
Go the
something
extra
up the
mile.
back sleeve.
Right.
Because as soon as I said I'm calm, the energy was felt through the comment.
Right.
I sat there and I'm out with my wife, my 2 daughters, at a football game.
Right.
I stopped my football game.
Right.
And felt compelled to come here, for one, because I'm around good brothers, but first show, and it's like, if we gonna get them,
We gonna get
we
them.
need to get them while we got them early.
We got them, bro.
And I felt like it was I'm gonna give you a word, my fiduciary right. Yes, my fiduciary right to just put all that to the side. Because when it comes to putting things into action, I gotta be a man of my word, because my 100 is what comes out of my mouth.
Right.
Once again, we want to circumvent and bring it back to your identity. Coming back to our show. Coming back to why we talking today. People don't have identity through the words that come out their mouth because they don't know who the hell they are. So we got the blind leading the blind. And we got insane leading the next group of double insane, then next group of insane, then insane, or mentally ill. Until you get these ill wills figured out, which is going to come back. I'm going to say it starts at home. We got to stop putting it on everybody else, folks. I'm an educator. I'm telling you. I'm an administrator and an educator across the board. Listen. We're tired of hearing it in the school sector. Y'all leave after the meetings and doing all that, thinking that y'all justified. Nah, the education people looking at you like, what the heck are you doing? You can't put that on the school. The school have your kid for 8 hours a day. You got your kid for at least another 8. There you go. Your job gonna take the other 8. So 8 and 8. Which impact do you want to impart on your kid? The school imprint, the school impact they have on it, or the parent? As a parent, I'm always say, I want my kid to follow what I'm preaching. The school only help keep it online. But the real programming are revolutionary minders starts at home. And if it is a solo act, which let's be realistic, a lot of these acts at home, let's stop forcing this, try to get the families together. We get it. Right now, since everybody wants to draw the line in the sand, women and men alike, if you're not going to change the way that piece, then you're going to have to do that battle on your own. You have to figure it out. And nobody want to hear your pity story no more. Either going to compromise and put down the sword, right? Because you're going to attract more bees with honey than you do with vinegar, right? So put down the sword, we don't clash. Or if we're going to clash, guess what? I'll just handle this on my own. And now I can't go cry society when I'm feeling overwhelmed. See how simple that is when you look at it in the most simplest vein? It's not hard.
So you think it's like a trust issue?
That's it.
Because
It's a trust and it's an ego.
I've been let down by a man already.
Yes. Here we go for our queens. You hear it all the time. Why I think relationships now is so extinct. It's because all it took is one bad apple. They told everybody growing up. It's one thing people didn't follow growing up. They said, don't let one bad apple spoil it for the bunch. Well, men and women let one bad apple destroy it for everybody. For anybody, other newcomer that come in.
Yep.
One time your heart get compromised, is over.
So
Y'all, listen. And the life of relationships, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get your heart broke at least once. I say at least.
It's at least.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to revolutionise this man's mind over here. I got to keep on checking John P.
Nah, you're not saying like.
But I'm saying
I know.
But my point is, no, that's him putting his little creative spin. Yes, at least once you're gonna get broken, and unfortunately, when they get broken with that at least once, they take it out on everybody else.
Yeah.
We need to learn how to get over these things by
Let it go.
But you let it go by having an uncomfortable conversation.
Let it go. Let it go.
That's how. But see, that's
Move on.
That's a
It
figure of
wasn't for
speech.
you.
That's
What did
another
you learn?
cliche figure of speech.
They told me about, my therapist told me, what did you learn from your relationships? Right? I learned how to stop being a fixer. I learned how to stop being the person that does everything all the time.
Here we go.
Right?
That's called being a doormat. We're gonna make it simple for our audience. Keep going.
I also learned with my last relationship how to love myself.
Self-respect.
Because I never knew that, right? So I didn't have a man to teach me any of those things before me.
And ultimately,
So I
biggest thing.
had no other choice but to learn them through life experiences.
Yes.
Now I have the ultimate gift. The one thing that I always wanted is to be able to teach my son this. He's of an age now where he can grab and he can see.
Legacy defining.
Damn, Dad,
Revolutionary.
why did you do
minders.
that? Right?
That's
'Cause
legacy
I
defining.
wasn't thinking. right? I took them to the Rite Aid and bought them condoms and got the banana and showed them how to put
you was
the
being a
condom
father.
on it, and it wasn't just
You
him.
was
It
being a proactive
it was him and
male
3 of his friends.
figure
They laughing
to young men.
and joking. They laughing and
I'm
joking.
say it again.
I know,
I'm
but
in
this
your
is
ear
this
right
is what
now.
I didn't have. My mom just bought the condoms
guess
for me.
what? I'll
She
say
ain't
this
show
to
me
you.
how to put them on. You
Now,
feel me?
Here go where the oxymoron kicks
Go
in.
ahead.
The things that wasn't done for us fueled us to do more for our kids. So it's
Right.
almost like a double-edged sword.
Right.
We can either take them down to the murky room like, well, you didn't do that for me.
Right.
But then because they didn't do that for you, it made you be more open and privy to
Talk.
right. So here we go. That's what I'm saying about finding the silver lining, circling back to again. We said that earlier 2 hours ago.
Right.
It's find the silver lining in your perfect storm.
That's what cultivating mature positivity is.
That's it. So I'm gonna say this, folks.
Finding the
We
silver
got
lining.
everybody on assignment.
Right.
P assignment is we gonna unpeel his layers that he's gonna change the way he even do his messaging to the public, so he can really lay down the tracks and see momentum on his tour that he's navigating blindly in. With Bill, it seems like our good brother Bill, he's in that good space. He's in the middle. He's right there. He's thirsting. He's waiting for the next. What's next? The energy is there, and he got things to get out. They want to cut deep sometimes.
Rabbit hole.
He's currently in his rabbit hole, and he wants to literally pull himself out of it rightfully. There you go. And then myself, I want to proctor all this. I want to make sure that people understand P for the P behind the scenes. People understand and Bill for the messaging that he's putting. Even when I drop my stuff, once again, we are Voltron or synergy. No part is greater than the whole.
Nope.
We need to be together. We need to be tied in. So like I said in the beginning 2 hours ago, there'll be times I'll be in here. Other times I'll call in. I might even comment. Some of my calling might just be commenting and be heavily active there. But just know now you had a chance to put some eyes on a voice. This is what I want to bring to my good brothers because I know the energy in here is definitely dope. As you see, time is not even of the essence. We burning time. Technically, we can go. We're going to make sure that we can't spoil y'all, little good brothers and sisters. I can't keep on prefacing my thing on my thing, but it's a good and a bad, right? We want to spoil you sometimes, but then we got to let you miss us a little bit so you can come back. And that's where we at with it. You know, I think we definitely got some good inroads with defining identity.
Yes.
See, it came out identity with jobs and gender, but technically I feel like talking about this organically the way we just did, just identifying that identity that's been missing since the olden days. And the first thing is reversing what we see from our scope because the world is different. So I also say I'll challenge all of us to kind of look at their world and be more understanding of the world. Not saying I give into their world, but being more cognizant of what's going on in their world. So when you're making your messaging or whatever, that you make it relatable to their world. And a lot of times they come from our perspective, from our world. That world don't exist in this world. First of all, cell phone wasn't in our hands.
You can't even compare.
Social media wasn't in our hands.
Come on, man.
Getting the inbox and DM with somebody wasn't in our hands.
The world is in your
So
hands.
it's why I say as a parent, we had to be, here we go, I'm going to leave y'all with this. I know I keep on, we got to be more proactive versus reactive. That's it. And being proactive meaning not trying to solve every issue with your kid. You scaffold. Pick one thing, focus on trying to just work on that. Take 30 days for that behavior, the habit to become behavior, man. That's it. No more, no less. You keep working, and once you get past that piece, you work on the next piece. If I encourage everybody, we got to communicate.
Quick question.
Yes.
So would you recommend understanding your child?
You have to. Meaning you gotta pour yourself into your child, know like what's their love language. You know, like my kids love art. They love dance. And they're girls. So I already know the conflict of interest with that with a man. But in order for me to fully understand them, I had to get assimilated into their world. It was way easier with my son because he's a boy. But just pouring yourself in, like taking time out, not just directing and telling them what to do, but most importantly, like letting them kind of share their world with you. We don't do that with parents. We don't have them kind of conversations. Remember, we're always having point-driven. We're not talking to our kids. We're talking at our kids. I'm going to say it again. We're not talking to our kids. We're talking at our kids. And we got to stop that. Stop trying to point the kid in how you want to mold your kid. I like saying that you're living vicariously through your situation. If you really trust what you put into your kid, you should trust the output that they're putting back. And say, no, I laid this on you, so obviously this is a progenitor of the fruit you dropped on me, right?
That was head banging.
Right, head bang. Oh my goodness, my man said, head banging moment, man. This is what we gonna do, man. This is what we gonna do, man. This is what we gonna do. We gonna pause this. I think, man, good brother gotta have our little let's take this first episode in moment. Cause dang, we could go. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, revolutionary minders, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your time. I'm sitting here with the boss with the sauce, Mr. CMP Bryce John P. himself, the head honcho of CMP Enterprise. Forget the Nest Enterprise right now because we out here.
Sure.
I'm sitting here with the creator of Revolutionary Minds, Mr. Billy. Billy Ricks. Understand where he's coming from with this. The name itself, you got to put some respect on that. And here I am rebranding myself because of the energy of these two good brothers. That's it, man. I gotta get some of this good food.
Right.
So the voice is here. And I definitely look forward to sharing this time with you. Thank you for having me on. I'm part of this. See? P always jumping the gun.
Let's go.
I do these humorous things on purpose. I'm part of this. I get it.
I appreciate
I'm
you,
just saying, I appreciate
Thanks for having me on.
having me on.
Yep.
Meaning y'all put me on. See, I always do my way with words. Y'all, you gonna get to know me.
Yo,
Put me on to something different, right?
Right.
that was some college stuff right there.
CMPRadio.net, man. This was Revolutionary Minds, man. I want to thank my brothers for stopping through, man, for giving good energy, for giving good food, for giving good direction, man. Remember, if we don't appreciate what is given, how can we grow to be givers? CMPRadio.net, man. This is the show, man. Peace. Be safe.